of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Hey y'all, good morning, good morning. Can you hear me? Please let me know if y'all can hear me. Please let me know if y'all can hear me. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Let me know. Y'all can hear me? They say no. Now who gonna say no? It sounds far away. That's what I'm trying to do. So y'all, excuse me. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Because it looks like it says sound far away. You loud today? I'm loud today? A little echo. Hold on. Let me fix it, y'all. Y'all give me a second. I'm so sorry. This is a whole echo. Can y'all hear me? Hold on. Yeah. How does the sound now? Oh, girl, not testing the speakers. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to. You can y'all see the new cam much clearer? Yeah. See, I'm trying to fix it. We can hear. Hold on. Give me 1 second. It's kind of weird. I'll have it better by tomorrow, but I'm just trying to make sure, girl, and then the laptop wanna act funny. You can't make this up. Anyways, how are you guys? Hello. How y'all doing? Hello. Lighting look off. Okay. I'm trying. Listen, y'all gonna have to get it how y'all live. I could have not came at all. You feel what I'm saying? So thank you for letting me know. The lighting is off. I get it. You can hear so much better. Okay, that works. That works. Either way, I tried to plug in my microphone, but I gotta fix that when I get off of here. But we are here. Welcome to the Morning Joce. What's going on? How y'all doing? Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. Hold on. Let me get me back up over here. I just want to see what it sounds like because I hadn't had a chance to get on here and see what it sounds like. But come on in. Happy Wednesday. This is a bad day for me. This is a bad day. You know what? I'm not even gonna claim that. I'm not gonna claim this being a bad day. Welcome to the Morning Joce. Hope y'all are doing well, as am I. Welcome. If you're new to the channel, make sure y'all get the likes up. Also, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel, okay? This is the Morning Joce. We do this Monday through Friday. I would like to say I'm so sorry I wasn't here yesterday. It wasn't my fault. Well, technically it was. So I went to get my hair done yesterday morning, and then I got all the way there. Well, actually, I ran into traffic in downtown Atlanta. So I was like an hour late for my appointment, which I thank God the girl ended up doing my hair anyway because she didn't have to. But she ends up doing my hair, but then it works out for her because her son wasn't feeling too good. Long story short, I didn't leave the hairdresser till 3:30 yesterday. Don't even, yeah. And my appointment was for 9. Don't even, I ain't gonna lie. Part of me was like, I don't never want to get my hair done again. I swear. Not only that, I want to go home again this week. I got my hair done, so I'm hoping that it don't last for the whole week. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. Just over it. I'm tired. I'm tired. And I don't want to put no doggone braids in my head, but I'm tired. I'm just tired. On top of that, I can't work out how I want to because I got natural hair. And if it sweats, it's going to all be done. It's just too much going on. It's just too much going on. But anyways, Hold on, y'all. Y'all, let me give y'all a commercial break. Let me set myself up. Y'all get the lights up on the video. Let me let this lady deport y'all right quick till I come right back.
Will somebody please deport me? Yeah, I need deported. Please deport me back home to my father who art in heaven. Yeah, I wanna go. I wanna be deported. Handcuff me and send me away to the Father. 'Cause there's so much going on this earth. It gets to me sometimes, yeah. And in these times, I gotta remind myself of my beautiful qualities to help me keep on pressing, such as I am beautiful on the inside and out. I am unique. I am real and authentic. Yeah. I'm not like everybody else, 'cause I'm me, and that's alright. I am lovable, I am loving, and I am loved. Yeah, I am healthy, and I am wealthy. So until my father called me home, I guess I can't be deported, but I'm gonna be imported right here, right now, and enjoy my day, and I hope you do too. Peace.
Shorty got that hair like Rapunzel. Make a nigga fall in love like dominoes. Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Shorty got that hair like Rapunzel. Make a nigga fall in love like dominoes. Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Goddamn, shorty so fine. Like a treadmill, she be running through my mind. On that booty, she got a nigga geeking. Having fantasies of me and her, can that be squeaking? Shorty got that hair like Rapunzel. Make a nigga fall in love like dominoes. Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Shorty got that hair like Rapunzel. Make a nigga fall in love like dominoes. Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Hey, Jupiter booty, can you twerk some?
Niggas put that booty while we cooling up and hooting. You know how we do this. The old school trooper. Smartest. We smoother than the smoothest. The hardest, the rulers. They can't get through us.
Shorty got that booty.
All right. I hope it sounds better. Sorry. I hope it sounds better. If not, it is what it is. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I was able to plug in the microphone. Please let me know how the sound is going for you guys. I can't even pull up my thing. I don't know what's going on, but I don't want to hold y'all all day. Let me know how the sound is, please. Choppy or echoes, we not going anywhere. Oh, thank you, Miss Hart. Thank you for the super chat, Miss Hart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. She says, "Food choppy or with echoes, we not going anywhere. Love you. Oh, I love you too. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you." It said sound good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout out to everybody in the building. They say the screen is green. Who said that? Because I'm starting to feel like y'all must be trolling now, huh? Goldilocks said the screen green. Well, go back out and come back in. I can't even see the screen, to be completely honest. I wouldn't be able to tell you what the screen looked like because I can't see it. My damn iPad is acting funny on me. But anyways, y'all, we got a few things to discuss. Like I said, I'm so sorry for missing y'all yesterday, but I did run late for an appointment. And then after I ran late for said appointment, I ran late for the Joce. What I know now is that basically, I can't get my hair done in the morning. Not on mornings. I have to come and do this. It's not possible. It's not probable. It's just not in the cards. It's just not in the cards for me. But anyways, the background is green, but I'm blue. I'm trying to pull this up because it may be my shirt. Oh, it's the shirt on top of the gold, on top of everything. All right. All right. Hold on. Stay right there. I'm about to give y'all one more. I'm about to go change my shirt. If this don't work, I'm off of here. I promise to God. I'm about to go change my shirt. I'm about to give y'all a commercial break. If I come back and y'all keep hollering about it's green and it's purple, I'm off. I swear to God. With that being said, I'm gonna give y'all the opportunity to like this video because I'm not about to come on here and be disgusted the whole time. That's not what I'm gonna do. So, anyways, I'll have to come back tomorrow and we'll Joce it again tomorrow. So let me give y'all another commercial break. Let me go change my shirt. And I will be right back. If it's still messed up when I come back and I change my shirt, we'll come back tomorrow. That's just that, okay? With that being said, stay right there.
About our lineage. Who are we? We're Black Americans. I can trace my family back, my ancestors back to the 1700s. Okay? So we're Black Americans. We have been here since the founding of the country. That matters, does it not? Does it matter that our parents, our ancestors were here since the founding, since the 1600s, since the 1700s? Is that relevant? Is that significant? Yes, I think it is. Well, I mean, my ancestors didn't slave and sweat and, toil and all that hard work that they did for Joanne Reed to have a job. She's from the Congo. They worked for Black Americans to have jobs. They did all that for Black Americans, not people from the Congo who are first generation Americans. Not even Kamala Harris, who's Indian American and Jamaican.
Right.
My ancestors didn't work for Kamala Harris to have these benefits. They worked for Black Americans to have benefits. I think even Obama is not even a Black American. This is why using color, the skin color, is not sufficient. It's confusing.
Right.
And this is why I say white Americans and Black Americans have been in America the longest since its founding. And that is significant. That matters. That history matters. And so this is why, and I don't know why so many, and I want to get into this issue about Black women, Black American women supporting. I know it's nonprofit, but Black American women don't understand most of them, some do, but most of them don't understand. They think everything is about skin color. And that's a superficial analysis of the situation. They're not looking at the history. They don't know the history. And they're just so wedded to the political left position, embracing all of their policies. And their policies have been detrimental to Black America. They need to get away from that embrace of all these policies that are the detriment. So what I'm thinking, they're not doing their homework. They're not reading this cast your bucket where you are. Cast down your bucket where. They're not reading this history. They're being superficial. They're just watching the television and going along with what the politicians say. That is not sufficient. But
Let me see. What it look like? What it do? This gotta be a little better now. This gotta be a little better. It is what it is. Because I miss y'all and I want to Joce. So hello. Sorry about that. We're 15 minutes down the drain. Welcome to the Morning Joce. I am your host, Voodoo Doll TV. We do this every day, Monday through Friday. Obviously, we couldn't do it yesterday because I had a hair kerfuffle. But either way, it ain't gonna last but 48 hours tops. So I'm really even more upset that I missed the Joce. And I got a hairstyle that won't last 2 days. But either way, we are here. Now, we do this Monday through Friday typically, so make sure y'all subscribe to the channel so that y'all will know when we upload and or go live, okay? Also, I would like to start with the morning announcements. Black America, I need you guys to do your genealogy. Where are you? More people are doing genealogy. I'm seeing so many videos and things of that nature about genealogy. It is high time. It is high time, Black America. Get that genealogy. Okay, please. Get that genealogy done. Sorry about that. That's so ghetto. But no, get that genealogy done because all it is basically an identity. And when you have an identity, you can basically do whatever you want. You can write your own checks. Not creating, but knowing your identity opens up all kinds of worlds. So please, make sure you guys are doing your genealogy. Also, Black America, I need y'all to ground, meditate, and pray. That is extremely imperative in today's time. Grounding, meditation, and prayer is extremely imperative in today's time. We are fighting spiritual warfare. I don't know what's going on with that iPad. We are fighting spiritual warfare, and it is very important that you guys go ahead on and do that genealogy. And I'm sorry, ground, meditate, and pray. This is a bad day for me. Let me not say that. This is a good day for me. We're gonna have a great day. That's what it is. Okay, so today, what are we here for today? Today we got a few topics to discuss. Number one, have you guys seen the thumbnail? Have y'all seen the thumbnail? The thumbnail basically is self-explanatory, okay? So basically we got to talk about Northwest. Northwest has come out and now she's on a cover of a magazine. And basically, she is now going to be the face of a lot of things. And I told y'all when they started posting her on the Shade Room that they did not do that for children. That's why they didn't post her on Shade Room Teens. I told you guys that they posted her on the Shade Room to get the adults okay with this because they need you to offer up your children. So we're going to go into that because remember, Kim Kardashian at first came out saying that, oh no, the piercings aren't real, but we knew they were. And sure as I got a nose on my face, they are extremely weird, okay? I'm sorry, real, not weird, but weird too, but they're extremely real. And this is what the people of the industry do. They literally sell their children to the industry all the time. So I don't know why people are surprised, but you shouldn't be because that's what they do. So we're going to get into Northwest becoming now the face of all of the children because she is. Also, we got to get into the Yada Awakening. I don't know who this boy is. I don't know who this boy is, but I did hear that this boy Yada Awakening, I guess he's in the spiritual community. Turns out he had this platform where he was teaching women how to be submissive to rich men. Whole time he was beating on his wife. Yeah, we're gonna get into that. We also need to get into robots. Robots are here to replace us. They got them fighting. They got them doing all kinds of things going on. We're going to get into that. Lil Durk trial. We got to get into the Lil Durk trial. I was able to catch up on that. Shout out to Armand Wiggins. Shout out to the girl who say, I'm not a lawyer, but that girl. And them too. Shout out to them. Because I went and learned a lot about the trial from over there. We're going to get into that. Sidney Starr denied bond again. And he turning into the nigga that he is. We're going to get into that. And the Mexicans are around here claiming Tupac. According to the Mexicans in LA, they say that if it were not for them, the Tupacs and the hip hop that we know of wouldn't be here today. And you know, for the longest, this is why I tell people I love Black America in New York and I love Black America in the West, on the West Coast and in California. But I hate the melting pots on both sides. The reason why I hate the melting pots on the West Coast and I hate the melting pot on the East Coast is because y'all grow up in these weird utopias on either side of the map. And y'all start believing the bull crap that y'all start saying. Not all of y'all, not all of y'all. I'm talking about the ones who be literally, Miami too, I forgot, Florida too, Florida, between Miami, Cali, and New York. I ain't gonna hold you. I be skeptical dealing with y'all. And Texas too. I forgot about all y'all with the open borders and the all-inclusive places. I ain't gonna lie. I be sitting there wondering in my mind how y'all brains got like that. But then I be thinking too, I get it because they over there with all them tethers. But either way, the West Coast Mexicans, just like the East Coast Hispanics, now everybody want to lay claim to what it is we got going on, even though they don't contribute anything to the culture. So we're gonna get into that. Y'all come on in here. Get the likes up on the video. And I always say my Black Americans that live on the West Coast, especially the Black Americans that live on the East Coast, and in Texas and in Miami, if any Black American that is capable of keeping their sanity and their identity, you are a GOAT. Because it's hard, especially being dealt with under that type of situation. Hold on, let me check this out. Hold on. It do sound funny. It do sound funny. I don't know. Let me unplug them. Well, if we're gonna leave it where it is, I don't know what this is. I don't know. This is a whole new computer, new microphone, and it's still fine. I don't know. I literally do not know where to go. I'm a one-man show, and I hear y'all saying y'all hear me, but when I go back and redo the clips, it's horrible. The sound is horrible. So either way, I don't know what else to do. I literally don't know what else to do. I don't. I don't. Yeah. I might have to figure it out. I don't know. It sounds horrible. But anyways, I don't know what's going on. So if anybody knows anything about sound, please hit me up at voodoodollpodcast@gmail.com. Hit me up at voodoodollpodcast@gmail.com because I don't know what the hell is going on. I have no idea. But anyways, we're going to get into that. So y'all come on in and get the likes up. Pretty Tough Skin said, I have a question about acorn. What does it mean? Is that your feet? I hope not. So basically, acorn is not really much. So I'll give you an example. So when I first came online and I was trying to get Black Americans to understand that even though we're all melanated, we share different ethnicities and cultures, I couldn't explain it to them without giving them a reference, right? So I used the acorn reference. Y'all remember this? Let me get the acorn reference. Y'all remember this?
He ain't even from Acorn.
So basically, the acorn reference was basically to show Black Americans that even though we all are melanated, us and all the other melanated people, we are a specific, peculiar set of people, okay? And because of that, we are acorn. And I was using that reference to show Black America that even though, just like in that scene, even though everybody was Black, they was different. Even though they all was Black American, they was still different because the girl and the guy were from Acorn Projects and the other one wasn't. So basically, Acorn is representation that Black Americans are different from everybody else. That's all it is. So typically, you'll see the acorns in the chat that basically distinguish who we are. It's kind of like a low-key delineation thing, kind of, if it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just basically Black Americans. That's all it is. That's all Acorn is Black American, okay? So anyways, let's get into a couple of honorable mentions, y'all. Because I feel like I done wasted enough time at the beginning of the show anyway. Like I said, I'll figure out the sound when I get off of here because I do want to come back and go live again. Khadijah Hawk says she's borrowing money from friends after estranged husband. What? I didn't expect this one. We got an honorable mention. Hold on. What in the world is going on here? Now, y'all remember Khloe Kardashian best friend. You know, she's a twin. Her and her twin played on the movie ATL. They got the baby. You know, Khadijah acts as if she's a clear woman. She been hanging around, what's that girl name? Khloe Kardashian too much. But it says Khadijah Huck, or whatever her name is, says she's borrowing money from friends after estranged husband Bobby McCray allegedly blocked her, request $7,000 a month in child support and spousal support. Why does nigga look like 50 Cent? Is it me? Don't that nigga look like 50 to y'all? I thought that was her and Fifth. Oh, Khadijah is the sister. Malika is the best friend. I forgot. Malika. That's the other sister. So Malika is the one. Malika is the one y'all always see Chloe with. Khadijah is the sister. Hold on, let me go see what in the hell. That nigga look like 50. Hold on. This is too much, honey. Too much. I want to get into this story. Yeah, and have y'all noticed that all of these celebrities are broke as AF? And I saw a video where this girl came out and said that basically celebrities used to have to pay to go on TV and pay to do certain things. That makes sense. That makes all the sense in the world. Let me get into this article. It says Khadijah Hawk and her estranged husband Former NFL player Bobby McCray are still battling things out in court, and she says communication between them has gotten so bad that he allegedly blocked her number. According to court documents obtained by TMZ, Khadijah claims her text to Bobby stopped being delivered within the past 2 weeks. She says she confirmed that he can still receive messages from their daughter and a mutual friend, leading her to believe her number was specifically blocked. Khadijah says they need to remain in contact, especially when it comes to emergencies involving their children. The claim was included in Khadijah's request for a total of $7,000 per month in child support and spousal support. She says she's been forced to borrow money from family and friends because Bobby has not provided meaningful financial support since they separated more than 3 years ago. Khadijah also reveals that she recently received $150,000 to film a new Hulu show alongside her longtime friend Khloe Kardashian. So she is friends with Khloe. Bobby has reportedly not yet responded to the claims. Okay, she just got a job. She got a job, but the job don't matter. If he's supposed to be doing things for the child and he's not, then that says a lot. But then also I have a question to ask about this. When it comes to this man, first of all, how many children they have? That's number one. But even on top of that, girl, how was you making money? Like, how was you affording your life? How were you making money prior? Like, I don't know. But if he's not paying child support and blocking her number, maybe he knows something we don't. Either way, all these celebrities is going broke. Yeah, that's the twins. That's the one who I thought wasn't Chloe's friend, but apparently she is. And I'm pretty sure she around there asking Chloe to borrow a couple of dollars. And I'm pretty sure Chloe around there acting funny and don't want to loan that girl no more money. 3 kids? She got 3 children by that nigga? Mm-mm. 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 And he can't even give her $7,000 a month. That's huge. Anyways, I stumbled upon that one. I wasn't even supposed to be on that. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. Let's move on. I want to get into another honorable mention. And make sure y'all, I think I'm almost positive later on this evening I will be going live at the other channel if I can get the sound right, because apparently everybody who coming in is talking about how horrible the sound is. So if we can't gather ourselves around the sound today, then I don't think I'm gonna be able to go live this evening, huh? But speaking of live or not being live, Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton done went on to glory. She gone. She gone. She is gone. So I've seen a lot of people having things to say about Miss Dolly Parton dying. And I'm not gonna lie. Does this sound better, y'all? Does this sound better? Let me know if you hear echo. But listen, I'm not gonna lie. I was surprised to see as many black people crying. I was extremely surprised to see a lot of black people crying. Not because, not because Dolly died, but simply because y'all be mourning these clear people as if they did something or gave a damn about any of us. I'm watching all over the internet, right? I'm watching all of these people cry and go crazy behind Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton didn't give a damn about Negroes. She was a cosplayer. You know how many black female country singers could have created and been famous had it not been for Dolly Parton? Had they not created this plant right here? She's a plant. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't. And I could see even with the other white lady y'all love so much. What's the other white lady who was on the Golden Girls? Thank you for being a friend. What's the white lady y'all love up for Golden Girls? Y'all love her too. Just be sitting here wondering why. These cracker women didn't give a damn about no niggas. Betty White. They love Betty White down to the ground. And I be sitting here crossing my arms thinking to myself, why? Why? But she dead. She's dead. And the Negroes, for some odd reason, is losing their things. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Somebody says she been dead. Probably. Let's get into it. It says country music legend Dolly Parton has passed away at 80. Her nephew Bryn Seaver announced her passing on behalf of the Parton and Owens family, revealing that Dolly had asked him years ago to be the one to make the announcement when the time came. He described the moments as one he had imagined but haven't truly felt till now. Let's keep her loved ones in the prayers.
My name is Brian Seaver, son of Cassie
Can
Parton,
y'all hear that?
and I'm representing
I
the
can't hear
Parton
that.
and Owens family today, announcing the passing of my Aunt Dolly Rebecca Parton.
Can y'all hear that? Put a 3 in the
sister,
chat if you can hear
sis,
it.
Aunt
Because maybe
Granny
you
to
can
one
hear it and I
generation,
can't.
and Gigi to the next. This video announcement is something Dolly asked of me years ago, before I fully
You
absorbed
can
it
hear
as a
it?
future
Okay,
reality.
maybe I just can't hear it.
As her head of security for more than 2 decades, a role
I
my
might have
father
to.
Larry held before me, I have imagined the heaviness of this moment, but haven't truly felt it until now. It is an honor that is mixed with absolute pride and great sadness. But sadness lies with us, not with Dolly. Dolly has lived in the light and is in the arms of Jesus, surely met by Carl,
Hold
her
on,
parents,
y'all.
and countless others who have watched her and longed for her to meet them in the heavens. I first went on the road with Dolly as a kid, getting a taste of the road life in the early 1980s, not just for me, but for her entire family to reach the potential we didn't even know was possible. Dolly also opened doors for generations of singers, songwriters, musicians, and dreamers from every walk of life and across every continent. By her example, we believed that anything was possible. She never saw a door she couldn't open, and the doors she opened made and changed history. My family and I have shared a lot.
My bad, y'all. My bad. Please excuse me for the struggle screen. But just genuine question. Genuine question. What doors did Dolly Parton open? What did she create? And the reason I'm asking is because, girl, like, all she was a big-breasted white woman who sung. But y'all, and this is the thing with Black America. This is why I teach to Black America, and I yell and I scream at Black America about this all-inclusive attitude that we have, right? Basically, this big-breasted white woman came into country music, literally turned it from a black music into a white music, and now we're on here saying that she created lanes. No, for who? For who? Because prior to Dolly Parton, I'm pretty sure they had many Black American country artists, but I promise you they didn't have that many when she got there. This lady was a fake created character. That's exactly who she was.
Lifetime of beautiful memories with Dolly. But so have you. She has always been on your television, your record player, your CD, and on your phone playlist, becoming an extended part of your family, whether you liked it or not. Our family and the team she has entrusted with her legacy will work diligently to ensure her spirit will live with us forever. Dolly was a farmer, just like her daddy. He farmed the soil, she farmed songs and happiness. Dolly called me and said she wants to rest in a beautiful bed of plush cotton because after a life wearing heavy rhinestones, not just for me, but for her entire family to reach the potential we didn't even know was possible. Dolly also opened doors for generations of singers, songwriters, musicians, and dreamers. She finally deserves to be comfortable and have some rest. Rest in peace, Aunt Dolly, Aunt Granny, Gigi. May God bless Dolly Parton, and may God bless you all. She will always love you.
Like I said, I don't get it. I'm not supposed to. And this is nothing to go off on the lady. Rest in peace to the clear lady. Rest in peace. But I'm not like y'all. I don't understand. I literally don't. Honestly, to see as many black Americans lose their mind behind this white woman, I've realized we further back than I thought we was. At the very end of the day, Dolly Parton did nothing for Black America. I don't even remember or recall her doing anything with Black America. Not saying she didn't. I'm just saying I don't remember a long, lengthy history of this white woman coming into our genre, because when she came in, when she came into country music belonged to Black America. But I didn't see a long history of Dolly Parton putting niggas on in country music. I don't see a long history of Dolly Parton advocating for Black Americans in country music. Yet and still, Black Americans are falling through the traps. Y'all are falling through the traps. Tiffany says she actually did, though. Let's say she did. I'm going to give y'all that. Let's just say a couple of times out of the 80, 90 years she was living that she did a couple of things. Still, does that mean we should be mourning her death? Drop down in the comments. Again, let's say the cracker lady literally did a couple of things in her career. Let's say she did. I'm going to give you that. Let's say she took about 3 or 4 Negroes in her whole career and she put them on. Again, why is Black America mourning this bitch as if she's something to us? Rest in peace to the lady. But y'all putting 20 on 10. And this is the gag. It's most of the people who still windmilling about Black America. Oh, Black America. Oh, we got tethers. Oh, we got this. And as soon as a white lady dies, rest in peace to Dolly. Dolly, oh Lord Jesus. I even saw somebody wrote, we told you to pick Donald, not Dolly. And I'm over here saying, y'all really is windmilling behind this white lady. I don't get it. I was about to say I get it. I don't. But I'm not even sending no condolences to you niggas. I hope her death ruined some of you niggas' day. I swear to God. Any of you niggas that's running around here crying behind this crypt keeper white lady, I hope when you found out about her death, bitch, I hope it ruined your whole day. I hope it ruined your week. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I hope it ruined your entire week. Anybody who cried behind this cracker lady, I hope you go to bed and that bitch jump out in your dreams. I swear to God. I swear to God. So see, y'all be making me mad. Not y'all, but I'm saying the masses. You know what I mean? I hope that bitch pop out in your dreams and scare you, bitch. I hope she scare you so bad you refuse to dream about her or miss her again. I hope she pop out with a knife like Jason Voorhees and run behind your ass in your sleep. Said what I said. Y'all niggas is crazy behind this cracker woman. What's the difference between Steven on the Django with Monsieur Candy and y'all with these white folks online? Drop down in the comments. What's the difference? What's the difference? What's the difference in Steven holding on to Monsieur Candy, say, oh, Monsieur Candy? What's the difference in that in y'all with the white lady? That's how y'all look to me. That's how y'all look to me. Oh, behind this clear woman. I ain't gonna hold you. And if you're clear in here, I ain't asked you to come here no way. So if you feel play, oh well. I said what I said. At the end of the day, I find it ironic and asinine that Black Americans is running behind this clear woman as if they done lost their own, they new white Jesus or something. But I can only lead a horse to water. I can't make him think. So for all you Negroes that want to go and act like your world is over since this white lady with the fake titties done damn near went on to wherever she went, since y'all want to act like it's all that, then cool, let it be. But I'm telling you now, I'm only here to wake you niggas up. And for all you niggas who don't want to be woke up, that's cool too. And for y'all who do want to be woke up, I'm here to wake you up. Let the rest of them niggas act like this.
Yeah. Hey,
You get your fucking hands off me.
And we hadn't even gotten into what she possibly was doing in the industry. Let's move on. Rest in peace to the clear lady. Rest in peace to the clear lady. That's all I got. I don't know. Moving on. I just hate that y'all took, it just bothered me. It drove me, honestly. It really did. I hated that for y'all. I hated that for each and every one of y'all. I hated everything about it, you know? Just watching y'all cry over that cracker woman. It just really gave me, what you call them? Hold on. I'm looking for this other honorable mention. Ooh, this one I wanted to show y'all. It was so much I had to talk to y'all about yesterday, man. It was ridiculous, okay? But let me show y'all this video. This is an honorable mention. This English teacher says that they are told not to teach English to students. Now, let me just say this. Let's really be clear about this, you guys. Black America, please hear me out. I told y'all that the objective for the industry and for the enemy is to keep us dumb. Okay, remember I told y'all that? Remember I told you that the industry's objective and the enemy's objective is to dumb us down. Remember? Let me go get the picture. Not only to dumb us down, but to dumb us down so that we voluntarily walk ourselves on the ship like this. You see them people down there? Put a 3 in the chat if you can see them people down there. Do you see the people at the bottom of this ship? Those people look like they're in bondage, but from where I sit, they walked on voluntarily. Okay? Now, the point is this. They want to dumb the children and the population down because they're children today, but tomorrow they'll be adults, right? So listen, understand where I'm going with this. The whole purpose is to dumb the population down in order to create willing slaves. Make the people volunteer to walk right into their own slavery. That's what this is all about. Okay? So please be advised. So when the school teachers are getting instruction not to teach certain things in school, then that tells you that it basically corroborates the doggone what's the word I want to say? The agenda. Also, let me say this. You know, one of the reasons why I knew I couldn't teach is my integrity. And I'm not trying to drag for nobody, but I got to say this part because I'm pretty sure we got people in here that's teachers and some of y'all do a great job, but some of y'all just go with the move. And I'm not talking to y'all who do a great job. I'm talking to the teachers who just go with the move. You know, one of the reasons why I knew I couldn't be a teacher is because my integrity kept messing with me. What do I mean? I can't know that I'm teaching or not teaching something to these children that will affect them negatively because my brain, my heart, and the way my conscience is set up, I'm able to come to work and look myself in the face in the mirror every day. But I find that this is why you got these kind of teachers, because this is coming back in the day. Back in the day, in order to be a teacher, typically people had to have a passion for it. That's why people used to grow up and say, I want to be a teacher. Then they'd actually grow up and become a teacher. Not being a teacher is like being a garbage man or working at the hospital or working at a restaurant or working at a grocery store. Now, being a teacher is just another job. And they did that by design because now they got a bunch of toy soldiers, NPCs, I'm talking about the teachers, who are literally going to do whatever them people tell them to do, even when they know it's not right. So now schoolhouses are filled with adult teachers, and I'm going to be real. 90% of them don't give a damn. 90% of them in there to get their check. Don't care. Whatever the people up top tell them to do, they're going to go with the move. There's a small number of teachers in there who genuinely care. And you can typically tell. The children typically love them, and typically you get more production out of their classrooms. But the mass majority don't give a damn. They just trying to collect their check. They don't care about you. They don't care about your child. And the reason why they are put in these positions is so that when the powers that be, the ones at the top, when they send down these type of orders, these people gonna take the order and not gonna think twice about it. So like this brother said, his conscience, his integrity must have been messing with him. Because like the brother said, they want us to not teach comprehension. They don't want them to teach English comprehension. Do you understand how important that is? Get me up here, because I know we don't understand, because most people don't comprehend when they read. Let's be clear. In order to read and comprehend, because those are two different things, you have to understand. Basically, comprehension is understanding what you read. I know so many people that can read down to the ground. But when you get them to the end of the reading and you say, okay, what was this about? They be like, well, you see what I'm saying? That's because even though they can recite, because that's what the reading part is, they cannot comprehend. They don't understand what it is they're reading. The mass majority of people on the internet don't have no comprehension. I'm being real. I don't want to lie to y'all. The mass majority of people on the internet have zero reading comprehension skills. This is why a lot of people wait on and lean on content creators to give them the definitions and the meanings of things. I'm not being funny. I'm being real. This is something we need to talk about. Okay? The mass majority of people online, especially if you're on this bitch every day, have zero comprehension skills. That means they reading this shit and most of them ain't even reading. That's why they rely on video. That's also why the enemy makes sure they put a good ass title and a good ass video or a good ass picture. Because they know, number one, niggas don't want read. Number two, even if they do, the mass majority of them can't comprehend what they reading. Okay? So, with that being said, the enemy makes sure that they put that's where the witchcraft lies, in your lack, right? So if you don't comprehend, which most people on the internet don't, that gives them easier ways to literally come in and miscommunicate or put spell work on top of you, okay? So the fact is, because I forgot where I was going with this, the mass majority of people on the internet don't read or don't comprehend, and that's what they use. This is how they're going to get people to become slaves, okay? Now, because I forgot where I was going with that. This brother speaks about how they told him not to teach comprehension in schools. And you got to know, if nothing else happens, when they stop teaching comprehension in schools, even though I don't think none of the children most of the children know much anyway. When they stop teaching comprehension in schools, literally, people are going to volunteer. I know this sounds crazy, huh? I know it's people in the audience saying, man, this girl crazier than the road lizard. But I tell you this, it's the same thing I said when somebody told me that everybody was going to be running around here with fake permanent dentures and fake asses and fake titties. I would have told you 20 years ago you was crazy too. So please listen to me. So they're going to dumb the people down so much so to where they're going to walk themselves voluntarily into slavery. That's what this is all about. I keep telling Black America, this ain't your past. This is your future if you don't get right. Let's get into this video of this man telling us that they told him not to teach English comprehension.
7th grade English teacher in Florida, I was told outright by my district, do not teach punctuation, do not teach grammar, don't teach parts of speech, don't teach sentence structure, because they're not going to get tested on. The foundations of the English language, I was told not to teach. In fact, if I was teaching them, I technically could get in trouble because I was supposed to be using some random program to help the kids read better, even though this was an English class, read better, but it didn't teach them how to navigate English. It only taught them a new strategy with like random acronyms and all this stuff on how to read a paragraph, as opposed to what are you looking for? What are the function of the words in the sentences? How do you navigate words you don't know? How do you figure things out? All that stuff, I wasn't allowed to teach any of it.
So there's a former teacher who's admitting that.
Before the sister get on here and speak, let me say this. If you take out comprehension, grammar, and all the sentence structures, basically what you're doing now is you're taking complete understanding away from children. Not only that, he made mention that they get in trouble if they find out that they're teaching this stuff. Why do you think that is? And this is the craziest part. Remember, I told y'all, Black America, this is why they keep you hyper focused on the federal politician, that orange man up in the White House. This is why they keep you hyper focused on him. Because if you stop for 1 second and look around you, you will start to see that, wait a minute, hold up. These bitches is playing in our face over here too. And they don't want you to do that. And listen, Trump is in on it. And any president is in on it. They don't mind being the fall guy. They could care less. You know what I'm saying? But the point is, this is why they keep your mind completely away from your local politics. Because this has to do with politics. This has everything to do with politics. This is why they keep you far, far away from your local politics and keep you hyper-focused on federal politics. Because if you start to look into your backyard, you're going to start seeing some crazy stuff and you're going to want to fix it. They can't have you do that. Let's get into what the sister going to say.
That he obviously got the job, the English teaching job, to teach English, and he was prohibited from teaching. That should be enough to set every parent. I don't want anyone to be enraged, but I feel like every parent should be activated to, recognize a problem, when we see it. And this is not to condemn parents. It's certainly not to condemn students and kids, because kids should be the most protected class in our society. But I will say that when you hear a teacher say that they are not allowed or prohibited from teaching basic sentence structure, grammar, punctuation, parts of speech, if you hear teachers say that, it should sort of activate that, that sense in you and in me that says, if the teacher isn't even allowed to do his job, then what is he actually doing? And who is commissioning him to do that? And why are they commissioning him not to teach? And why? And as you begin to ask questions, because there's no harm in asking questions, you'll find that what you're looking at is a man-made system. It's a rigged system. It's a business model, and it's intentionally designed to keep the children from being educated. And there are lots of reasons for that too, which I won't explain here, because I don't want this video to get shadow banned, but I would encourage you to do research. And if you still have children in public schools, test them. Make sure that they can read. Make sure that they can comprehend. Make sure that they can, write. Make sure that they can spell. These are very important foundational elements of the English language that we should not have lost with a generation.
So as a 7th grade English teacher in Florida,
this is very important, y'all. Y'all got to understand what we're dealing with. Not only do you have teachers not teaching, they're literally getting in trouble if they're found to be teaching. This is something way bigger than us. This is a systematic issue. And it ain't in one state. It ain't in 2 states. It's probably in all the states. But again, it's about keeping us stupid. And let me say this too, because this is another thing I want to bring up. Parents, this is why certain things are supposed to be taught at home. Like, for instance, before your child get to kindergarten, you, not the teacher, you should have already taught your child his name or her name, how to spell it, at the very least, how to spell it. Some of y'all should have been teaching the children how to write it. Not only that, you are supposed to be sitting down with your child doing math, alphabets, learning shapes and colors. This is long before they even get down to the schoolhouse. You're supposed to do that. And wherever they not getting at school, you're supposed to come in and give it to the child. But the fact of the matter is, listen to what the enemy does. They got the parents all discombobulated. All the parents worried about themselves. Most of the millennial parents is too busy being stuck on what happened in their childhood. They don't want to grow up. They're a bunch of Toys R Us kids. And they the ones having the kids. And now the kids raising themselves. Let's be real. The kids raising themselves, nobody checking homework. People don't even make sure their children go to school no more. People don't even make sure their kids go to school no more. So anyway, I'm saying all that to say, yeah, we can blame the system, but at the end of the day, a child's rearing and teaching comes and starts from the home. From you, mama, not the daddy. That's not fair. The daddy's supposed to help. Shut up, bitch. A child's first teacher, boy or girl, is his or her mother. Now, if we got some nice men out here who genuinely want to be a part of their children's life and health, I'm here for it and I promote it and I think it's the most healthiest thing ever. But at the end of the day, all you bitches trying to have equalized situations and it don't call for. A child's first teacher is his or her mother. Not the daddy, not the grandma, not the sister, not the cousin, the mama. See, this is all on the mama. I said what I said. And I know a lot of people might feel some type of way. Oh, well, I said what I said. A child's first teacher is his mother. Not the parent, not anybody else. So whatever the child don't get, all the responsibility come on the mama. It does. You know what I'm saying? So please, y'all, be advised that that's what they're doing down at the schoolhouse now. Now at the schoolhouse, child, they ain't teaching the children nothing. And if you or somebody you know ain't teaching them at home, they're not going to get it. So now what does that mean? Mr. Radiant, thank you for being a member for 25 months. Says, hey, boo, that is exactly why I lock my hair. I was so over it. Natural hair and menopause don't quite go together. You know what's so funny? You brought that up, Rapping Radiant, about locking your hair. And I had this download. The Most High God favors our hair in locks more than any other style. This is random. Random note. Thank you, Rapping Radiant. Let me put this out. I've been wanting to say this. God likes our hair. His favorite style, God's favorite style of hairstyle on us are locks. Voodoo, how do you know? Well, the healthiest, the longest, and the strongest our hair is in what style? Locks. Not braids, not wigs, not curls, not even the afro. The strongest and the healthiest of black person, period. The strongest and the healthiest your hair will grow and be is under locks. And I had this download one day. I was walking. I said to myself, I said, God must really favor his people in locks. And you can tell, yeah, do they grow long? Listen, let me tell you something. I know a girl. Matter of fact, my daughter grew her locks out in less than a year. First of all, her locks down her back now. But let's be clear. I've seen people start locks and in 6 months you come back and be like, damn. You see what I'm saying? You be like, damn, your hair grew fast. I'm just saying, it's a random note, but I've been wanting to say that. I believe that God favors our hair most in locks. Now, I'm not going to get none because I don't like the permanent part of it. But ultimately, the locks is what he liked the most. I believe that because that's the healthiest our hair, boy or girl, man or woman. That is the healthiest our hair will always be under the locks. So it's gotta be. That's the only thing I can think of. Thank you, Rapping Radiant. I appreciate it. Optimal Instincts. Thank you for the super chat. Says, can you do videos on what Black Americans experience after finding/acquiring land found through genealogy? Absolutely. As a matter of fact, hold on. I'll write this down. What I'm supposed to see. Let's see. Black Americans after genealogy land. And I'm going to put this in my phone. You absolutely right. That's actually a very good topic, Optimal Instincts. Thank you so much for putting that on my to-do, on my radar. That is actually an extremely great topic. What I said it was? after genealogy and land acquisition. Gotcha. Thank you, beautiful. Oh, you are very pretty. See, this new computer make me see better. You are very pretty, and I love your hair. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, baby. Thank you for being a member for 3 months. Says, girl, Beyonce said that Dolly Parton set the bar. She did what? I ain't trying to get stung by none of her bees, but have her say this was so disheartening. Let me go find out. Girl, don't lie to me. Please don't lie to me. I know you lying. Hold on. Beyonce Dolly. I know Beyonce. I know that goddamn reptilian didn't come on here and say that. Yes, she did. Let's go get it. I told y'all I don't like this bitch. Quote, you are the barometer, the North Star. Bold and brilliant, talented and tenacious. You taught us so many lessons on how to be uniquely oneself. I'm grateful for your art, your heart, your generosity, your humor, your entrepreneurship. I'm honored that I have the privilege to work with you. I will treasure that forever. Thank you for your profound impact on the world. You're an angel who has made this world a happier place. Not an angel. Because of your joyful art, you are truly one of one. Rest peacefully. Oh, Beyonce, bitch. I hope you rest peacefully at this point. Because, see, let me tell y'all what this is about. Y'all can't see it, but I can. If someone of Beyonce's caliber says that Dolly Parton is the bar, then basically that puts the white man in front of us. That puts the white boy in his career better and on top of us. And this is why I can't stand these regular-ass fucking celebrities. Because, see, the mass majority of y'all can't see what this really is. Most people are going to say, well, it's not that deep. She's just giving a tribute. You don't understand. And I don't give a damn if Dolly was on her album. That shit was trash. You don't understand. Just like they had LeBron James and Dwayne Wade and Charles Barkley come out here and say that, what's that white girl that be playing with Caitlin Clark? Remember they had all of them profound black basketball players come out and say, oh, Caitlin Clark is so great. She's the bar. She's this. That is so that they can write in history that these people were greater than they really are. It's witchcraft. It's spell work. This is spell work. This is spell work. Because if Beyonce says she's the bar, then that makes her better than Beyonce. And if she's better than Beyonce, that means the white people do better than you, niggas. Girl, fuck Dolly Parton, to be completely honest. At this point, I don't give a damn about no motherfucking Dolly Parton. Girl, fuck. And I said it. I don't give a damn. Girl, y'all goes crazy behind these crackers. Girl, let me move around. Because I swear to God. Thank you so much for the super chat. And thank you so much, my handsome boo, for making it rain as you always do. I needed this pick me up, but thank you. I make it rain. I make it rain. I make it rain on them hoes. I make it rain. I make it rain on them hoes. Thank you for the super chat. I fucks with Vu. Says Dolly funded the research behind Moderna COVID vaccine. Hey, beautiful. Sounds about right. And I'm pretty sure, like I said, we haven't even gotten into what she's probably done in the industry as far as like with the kids and stuff. But again, Black America, Black America, Black America. Boy, oh boy. Thank you, handsome, for the super chat. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you. How you say it? Shana Mae Williams? Shana Mae, I think I said your name right. If I didn't, I'm sorry. Thank you for the super chat. Says, I have to support your channel because it's my favorite channel. But I'm beefing with AI and I don't like them knowing what I like. So I feel bad for not liking your videos. I'm just proud to say I'm a member of Now Cheat This, Boo. Thank you so much. You know what's crazy? It's so many people's videos that I watch on YouTube that I don't like on purpose, and I understand it. Let me tell you what I mean by that. And I'm not telling y'all this so y'all can not like my videos. I'm just giving you an example. I understand exactly what she's saying. The way AI is set up on these apps now, if you like a video, that's all they're gonna send you. They're not gonna send you nothing else. So say you had your algorithm and it was kind of like you had a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Now, if you got like one video about rats, your whole algorithm gonna be nothing but rats. You be like, what the hell? I only liked the one video. And then this is the gag. In order to get the algorithm to be a little, what's the word, mixed up, in order to, you have to start all over. It's crazy. So I understand, trust me, I understand. It's so many people videos I be watching, I be like, damn, I want to like this video. I want to like this video so bad. I be like, but fuck, if I like this bitch, then I tell you, I'll give you an example. I like the video on Armand when he was talking about Lil Durk. Now all my timeline on YouTube is Lil Durk. Lil Durk, Lil Durk, Lil Durk, Lil Durk, Lil Durk, Lil Durk, Lil Durk. I watched one video and a half. I liked one. I didn't like the other one. I liked one of the videos, and now my whole algorithm is Lil Durk, Lil Durk, Lil Durk. Not only on YouTube, my algorithm on Instagram now is Lil Durk, Lil Durk, Lil Durk. So I get it, man. The AI, it really messed it up, and I hope AI on here listening. They don't care though. Ayo God, thank you for the super chat. Says they are trying to make us a nation of foreigners. Yes, to split us from our land. Yes. They also trying to change the face of white supremacy from pale faces to black faces. I see the play. Ayo God, thank you so much for having the eyes to see. That is exactly what it is. Remember, this is why there's a concerted effort on us being African Americans. They need us to split us from the land, meaning mentally, spiritually, and physically if possible. But they need to split us from the land. And remember, I told y'all the white boy wasn't really our enemy. He was our enemy in the time. But he's not the enemy of enemies. He's the face of the enemy. The person behind, or the people, or the things behind this to be melanated. It's got to be somebody with dark skin. White people ain't old enough to be our enemies. They literally were just made less than 400 years ago. It's gotta be somebody like us. So you absolutely right. Thank you, A.O. God, for peeping that. For real, because that's exactly what it is. And we can't see it. But this is why every day I preach y'all do y'all genealogy. This is why I tell y'all to do it. And I need y'all to go tell other people to do it as well. Thank you, Lachey. I'm sorry for the super chat. She says, my kids are black and autistic. They already have a lot against them. I do lessons at home. I am putting together their at-home work as we speak. That's what I'm talking about. That is a mother. Does that make sense? I'm not saying that if you don't do it, you less than a mother. But what I'm saying is that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to take education into your own hands for your children, because if you rely on them to teach your children, you're going to be up Shit's Creek without a paddle. Thank you, Lachey. I appreciate that. And you know what, Lachey? You'd be surprised how many other women you could help. If I were you, I would probably start doing like some ebooks or something, just to kind of start with like lesson plans for at-home moms. You never know. You never know. I don't know if you work a job, but let's just say you make so much money off the ebooks. You see what I'm saying? To where now you can really stay at home with your children. It's 2026. I mean, just an idea, Lachey girl. Because if you putting up lessons and all of that, you already got it down pat. So if I was you, go on TikTok. If I was you, I would create me a little ebook with my little lesson plan and whatnot. And it could be generic. You see what I'm saying? It could be generic. But put that out there on the ebook. Watch the mamas on TikTok. And you should target the clear mamas too. But watch how many mamas on TikTok. Ooh, if I had a kid, I would. It's just an idea. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, thank you, Lachey. I appreciate you. Thank you. Simply Monique, thank you for the super chat. Says, hey, boy, I love your hair. I finally watched your Musty Malone Madness last night. And I want to report whoever said your book should be called Junior Unfolded, they need to be in a prison. Thank you for that laugh. Girl, listen, we're going to go live later on tonight. I'm going to check the sound. We got to go live later on tonight because I got so much more to say. But yeah, whoever said Junior Unfolded had me laughing for 2 days straight. Y'all wrong for that, but I might use it. Thank you, boo. How do you say it? Rebel T. Thank you for the super chat. Says, I just locked our youngest daughter hair right before school. Now our entire house is locked, including my husband and all 4 of my daughters. I'm telling you, I believe in my heart of hearts. The Most High favors our hair in locks. I believe it. That's why it's healthiest, it's strongest, and it's the longest. I said what I said, and I'm pretty sure all y'all are beautiful. You remind me of my cousin. My cousin and her whole family locked up like that. Thank you, beautiful. And thank you again for the super chat. It says, happy to see you today, beautiful. Your hair is stunning. I felt like I missed a whole day of school without you yesterday. Girl, let me tell you something. People was emailing me. Somebody emailed me and said, man, where you at? When I tell you I was weak, but you know what's crazy though? Like I be telling y'all, I be missing y'all more than y'all be missing me. I was evil that I missed the Joce yesterday. You have no idea. But I will say I was able to get some paperwork done, some business done that I needed to get done. So that worked out for me in my favor because I definitely needed to get some business taken care of, and I did. Absolutely did. And I thank God because I think I got maybe 1 or 2 more things on my list of things to do. And I'm good to go. So that day off yesterday, even though I hated it and I was evil, I needed it. I really did need it. Okay. Now I want to move on. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Let's get into Sidney Starr. OMG. Sidney Starr, the TS. For y'all who don't know, Sidney Starr is a trans woman, which is AKA a nigga bitch, right? Sidney Starr is accused of sexually assaulting a teenager in school, not in school, in a hotel who was out traveling for a baseball game or something like that. Now, according to Sidney Starr and their family, they say that Sidney is innocent. And they say that people are basically making stuff up. And I ain't gonna say making stuff up, but they're saying that it's innocent and we shouldn't judge. But baby, at the end of the day, first of all, the industry is cutthroat, so I can believe it. And then second of all, I know you effing lying. Girl, why would she be or he be locked up down in bars and in handcuffs if nothing happened? Like, this doesn't make common sense to me. However, the family of Sidney Starr wants it to, and they want us to believe that basically we need to just wait for all the truth and everything to come out. And let me just say this, even if the truth does come out, it's still too much. It's still not. No. So anyways, Sidney Starr appeared in court to get a bond, and apparently there is no bond. Hold on. I think this might be a better. Yeah. Let's get into this story. It says Sidney Starr is staying behind bars for now. She appeared in court Tuesday and was denied bond following her arrest earlier this month. If you recall, Sidney is facing charges including sodomy, sexual battery against a child under 16, and aggravated child molestation. She was arrested at Embassy Suites in Hapeville on August 2nd and booked into the Fulton County Jail. During the latest hearing, an investigator detailed the allegations, saying detectives found Sidney at the hotel after receiving information about an alleged sexual encounter involving a juvenile. According to the investigators, Sidney admitted the juvenile had gone into an elevator with her and then entered into a hotel room. The alleged victim's mother also spoke in court and asked the judge to deny bond. She said her 13-year-old son is now undergoing intensive therapy following the alleged incident. He is required to attend intensive therapy to begin a healing process for what has been done to him. At this age, when he should feel safe, innocent, and protected, he is now forced to cope with trauma that no child should have to endure. Sidney's defense argued that she has no prior criminal history. However, the judge ultimately ordered that she or he remain behind bars without bond. Let me say this. That child having to go through therapy is real. Because not only was he assaulted sexually by an adult, it happened to be an adult male who's a celebrity. So let's put this all in perspective here, right? You're 13 years old. You thinking, because most 13-year-old little boys do, you thinking, I'm going to get me some off with some grown-ass woman, right? And let's just use this for an example. The 13-year-old boy goes up to the hotel room, does whatever, however it all comes down, we find out that this person is really a man, and this person goes to jail. So you imagine the amount of children that are bullying and harassing him behind being caught in a hotel with Sidney Starr, the trans? I'm pretty sure the therapy is way past intensive. Remember, this ain't back in the 90s. See, back in the 90s, this could have happened in your neighborhood and only the people in your neighborhood would have knew. This is a story that has damn near gone global. I'm pretty sure whoever the little boy is scared to show his face against to anybody. And again, he's 13. He's not responsible for this. He's a child. That nigga bitch is responsible for this. He's doing what any 13-year-old would do, which is be mischievous, be sneaky, and do jacked up stuff. He's doing what any 13-year-old boy should do, or would do, I'm sorry. And I'm not giving him no pass. What I'm telling you is he's the victim here. So could you imagine not only finding out that this a nigga, but this a famous nigga, and now the story is all over the world? Deny the bond. I'm with the mama. Deny the bond. Yeah, I don't give a damn if this nigga bitch done had priors or not. I don't care. Deny the bond. Not only deny the bond, that nigga bitch need to be in jail for life. Prison. Said what I said. And I'm not taking it back. I'm not. And I told y'all it wouldn't surprise me if he was on some ritual shit, needed some young pure energy. Yeah. Because for y'all who don't know, they said that Sidney Starr did have a condom on his persons. Okay? So with that being said, he might have been trying to get him some energy rituals going. I don't know. And needed some pure energy. And a 13-year-old kid is the perfect energy harvesting tool. A 13-year-old kid is perfect for that. So for all I know, you was over here trying to do a ritual and got caught up. And one thing about this industry, once you get caught up, they don't care. They're going to let you go down. They don't care. And I'm almost certain this ain't the first 13-year-old. Oh, yeah. Plus karma for Chingy. Shout out to the brother Chingy. Plus karma for Chingy. God sit high and look low. So I can imagine that this kid needs intensive therapy. I would, and I'm a girl. I'm a girl. I'm a grown-ass woman. And if a bitch came to me and lured me into a goddamn hotel room and I find out the bitch is really a nigga, or if a nigga lure me to the hotel room and I find out the nigga really a bitch, I'ma need therapy too. Cause what? Let me choose. Let me see, I think they got another clip. I wanted to show y'all the video with Sidney Starr's family. Hold on. So Sidney Starr's family came out and had a few words to say. Hold on. Silly me, my babe, thinking that you'd stay. I gave you my heart and then you ran away. Let me see. Hold on. Either I'm stupid or foolish and you're playing me. But now it seems we were never really meant to be. So I thought I'd try something new. Hold on, sorry. I wanted to find that video. There's a video of Sidney Starr's people coming out and having a few things to say. I wanted to see if I could pull that up, but it was like, oh, please don't judge a book by its cover. Wait for all of the evidence to come out or something like that. And honestly, I wasn't buying it. I was just like, girl, we don't care about none of that. At the end of the day, Sidney Starr was out here with these children, and he had no business in no hotel lobby searching and looking for children. Period, point blank. He had zero reason to be doing that. And again, nobody's going to make me believe this is the first rodeo. I believe this is the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, and 11th. Okay? I thought I had the video. Maybe I did. I didn't. Either way, there was a video with her family coming out saying something about it, but ultimately, it is what it is. All that to say this, Sidney Starr has been denied bond, as he should be, because this was a very horrible thing to do to a 13-year-old child. And honestly, if Sidney Starr is guilty, then I believe he should have life in prison. Oh, and by the way, can y'all see the niggas starting to come in on him? This is why I tell Black American women, the gays, not the gays, gays, not y'all. The TSs, that's the ones I'm talking about. The TSs. The TS's only connection to you is the contour, the wig, and the BBL. Do you see what happens when you strip them from that? They are forced to go back to the niggas that they really are. I need all my Black American women in here to understand this. When you strip them of their armor, when you strip them of their costume, when you strip them of the wig with all the colors and the contoured makeup and the BBL, that's a nigga under there. So why is this important? If you want to be able to separate yourselves from this TS shit, where now the TS is going around acting like they can compete with you, like the TS is going around saying that they prettier than you, all you have to do is give them back their shit. Give them back their contour, because that's theirs. It ain't ours. Give them back their contour, give them back their wig, give them back their BBL, and then tell them come back and try to challenge you. They can't, because they automatically turn back into the niggas that they is. Does that make sense? So I'm not saying that you can't wear it. What I'm telling you is, it's time, Black America, that we start embracing our natural abilities and our naturalness, period. Because we're going to come into a time where it's going to be, they're literally not, they already can't tell the difference. They already can't, they literally cannot tell the difference. Sometimes I can't. So please, there's going to come a time where they're going to have to separate the real women from the fake women. You don't want to be one of them people caught up on the fake side because you look more like them than an actual real woman. Okay? But I'm just saying, I noticed the nigga starting to turn back. He's starting to morph back into the nigga his mama shitted out. You see what I'm saying? Look how that worked. That nigga starting to morph back into the nigga that his mama shitted out. Look at God. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now let's move on. I want to get on Northwest. Wait, before I get on Northwest, let me add this too. I want to bring this up too. And the only reason I'm bringing this up is because this bitch does this every time you turn around, trying to get back in black people's good graces. Here go Cardi B. She got a little coarse hair, and now she want to come back to the internet and play as if she's black. Remember, this is Cardi's only connection to black. This is her only connection to melanin. The fact that she possibly has some level of coarse hair. Cardi B is not a black woman. And that raglan shampoo that she's selling y'all, that y'all think gonna make your hair go this long, you a new age fool. But Cardi does this all the time because she understands, like the lady I be playing on my video, most black women do not understand the difference between race, ethnicity, and doggone and not lineage. What's the other one? And nationality. So all a person has to do is have one or two traits, and most black American women are going to automatically assume that she is you. I keep telling y'all, gone are the days where these racially ambiguous Hispanic people and all of this shit become the face of black America. No, the face of black America is a black ass, nappy head ass woman, and it ain't these hoes here. But Cardi does this all the time. She comes to the internet to show this hair to keep what's the word I want to use? Proximity. To keep her proximity to us. Just because her hair is coarse does not mean she's black. And not only is she not black, she's not black American. She's a mutt. Let's get into Cardi really quickly. And I ain't gonna play the whole video because I ain't got time. But either way, I just wanted to show y'all how she do.
PM. Let's see how long it takes. It's about like 15
Look, with the mannerisms, I can't stand this bitch. Let's see how long. This one makes me mad with Black America. Y'all allow these tethers to come into our community, and all they got to do is try on blackness, and y'all be clapping. It bothers me. It grinds my gears. It grinds my gears. This bitch don't like black, what you call them, or black culture, because every Christmas the bitch be around there hollering Feliz Navidad with them black ass children she got. She makes sure them black ass children think they Dominican. They rarely get their black American side. Rarely. Everything this bitch goes back to the Dominican Republic. She thinks she got some black ass kids, and I don't see her do shit when it comes to their black American culture. Not one thing. But yet still, she get to come on the internet with her fake coarse hair and act like she black, and niggas get to clapping. You niggas make me sick. With all of Man, I can't stand this whole.
I look super, I look super chopped cheese, Sherm. We're gonna visit my girl good. Everything green, everything money over here, everything Haitian, everything Dominican over here. Right, y'all. So it's 2:25. It's been 2 hours taking down the braid. Like I'm telling you, wash day for me is a 6-hour process. And today I'm dyeing my hair black. And we still got the bag to go. Like this why, and you know what I'm saying? Like it's just a lot. So hold on tightly, y'all. I'm gonna show you how I look when I come out. Today is a grow good wash day, honey. I'm washing me and my daughter's hair. Okay, so this is the takedown. We just finished taking down all the braids after 4 hours and a half. So this is all the hair. So now we're gonna detangle it. We're gonna dye it black. And then of course we're gonna do my hair mask treatment, my Grow Good hair mask treatment. So
this bitch trying to sell her products. And this is the craziest part. There are black women who are going to look at her hair and see that it's coarse. And they're going to think that if they buy her shampoo and do her routine, that their hair is going to do the same thing. And it's not. A lot of things going on with hair has a lot to do with genetics, okay? Number one. Number two, this girl, that's her only connection to Black America. That regular ass hair. And because black women sometimes act like they ain't never seen a black woman with hair before, they just so excited to see somebody act like they black with hair. They just, Cardi's hair. Man, watch out. This whole playing in y'all face. Yo, none of that shit she got gonna make your hair grow like that. None of that. None of the shit she's selling you is going to make your hair look like hers or grow like hers. But black people are crazy. Cardi know what she's doing. This is the point before I move around. Cardi knows that her only proximity to Black America is that hair. Not her skin tone, not even her doggone, not even her way she speaks, none of that. The one thing that she can use, that she can say that for sure connects her to somebody with melanin is that hair. And that's what she does. And I'm not saying she don't have zero melanin in her lineage. What I'm saying is she's got very, very little, extremely little. Because if you understood the history of the conquistador party, if you understood the history of the conquistador, then you know that a lot of them not only raped a lot of the indigenous melanated people, but a lot of them took them as wives in order to take their lands. So just because she may have some little bit of element of melanin somewhere far 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 generations does not make her black. Not only does it not make her black, even more importantly, it does not make her Black American. She not over there by the Afro-Latinas. She not over there by the Black Asians. She not over there by the Black Africans. She over here by the Black Americans. Okay? So even if y'all want to call her black, which she's not, even if y'all want to use the 2% of black in her genetics, it don't matter. She's still not Black American. Period, point blank. Period, point blank. Right. Look at her parents. That'll tell you everything you need to know. Cardi's parents look like white Hispanics. That's all you need to know. Thank you so much, beautiful. I appreciate you. Now let's move on. I feel like I got so much to talk about. Jesus Christ. I definitely need to come back later. Ooh, one more thing. And then we got to get back into the other stuff. Did y'all see the girl from Mary Mary? I'm walking. What's the girl? Tina, her husband. Girl, she another one going broke like Khadijah. Y'all remember this? Hold on. Y'all remember this?
Since the very beginning, the situation gets a little worse. And then I try to forgive. And it gets a little worse. And I try to forgive. You gonna keep adding people? You gonna keep adding people? You gonna keep adding people? I thought we had a good life just like everybody else watching. I thought we was the ideal relationship just like everybody else. And I got to find out in front of the whole goddamn world that all of my life was a lie. And you want me to quote scriptures right now? I don't want you to quote scriptures. You want me to say something that's all positive? I feel negative right now. I know that. I just want you to understand that. I know that. I never kissed another man. I never went out with another man. I never entertained the wrong conversation. I never cheated in my head. I never did anything. I was 190% committed to that man. And this is what you did every time I was gone. You stole my life away from me. I'm angry. Why you gotta do me like this? I was good to you, man. I was good to you. I was good to you. I don't want him. I don't want him. I don't want him. I don't want him. He don't deserve me. I don't want him. I had hope when all of this started, when I let the whole world know about it. I thought we was healing because he had me thinking that we was healing. I have been trying since the...
So that's one half of Mary. You see the other Mary? That's one Mary on one end of the counter. That's the other Mary on the other end of the counter. Now, for y'all who don't know what's going on, the fat Mary on this end of the counter was about 10, 20 years ago. She had found her husband was cheating. Not only was he cheating, that nigga was screwing her hairstylist. That nigga was screwing the nanny. That nigga was screwing everything except the floor. Any coochie with legs, the husband put dick between them. Said what I said. And we all knew he wasn't worth a dime back then. And when this video aired, or when this season, or this, because they were on a reality TV show when this happened. When this part aired, we thought she was going to leave her husband. But no. She came back and told us that God, and I know that was a lie, because God wouldn't tell you to stay with that nigga. But according to her, she said God told her to stay with the nigga, okay? So anyways, she stayed with the nigga, and we just kind of went on about our business. We ain't said nothing, you feel what I'm saying? And then recently, the skinny Mary, the one on the other side of the counter right there, she renewed her vows the same day the husband filed for divorce. Child, please. So now, not only did the fat Mary lose her husband after he done cheated on her with everybody in the world, she was left holding the bag, okay? So now when we fast forward to what's going on with the other part of Mary, now my girl said she broke. She said she don't have no money. And this nigga don't want to help take care of her. It says, wait, this not the one. Hold on. This is an old one. This is him cheating before. Where that other video I had? Here you go. This is another one too. This is her filing for divorce. Hold on, I have it on my story. It's on Hollywood Unlocked. It's just not letting me click it from the story. Let me go on Hollywood Unlocked. So apparently now she around here saying she ain't got no money. And the nigga don't want to help her pay the bills around there. Now, you know that's a shame. Let's get the Mary boy up here. Here they go. Y'all come on over here by Hollywood Unlocked. It says, amid her divorce, it says, Mary singer Tina Campbell claims she earns less than $5,000 a month with nearly $12,000 in monthly expenses amid divorce. Wasn't Khadijah just saying the same thing? It says, amid her divorce battle, Mary singer Tina Campbell, 52, is revealing her income and expenses. It says, on April 13, 2026, Glendon Teddy Campbell, 51, filed for divorce after more than 20 years of marriage with the gospel star born Tracina Atkins. According to the legal documents filed in LA and obtained by TMZ, Glendon cited the standard irreconcilable differences as the reason for their split. The couple first wed in August 2000 and then separated in June 2024. It says, according to together, the two share 2 minor children. However, Glendon did not seek any custody requests, but he did ask for a judge to establish visitation. And as for spousal support, he asked that any related issues be resolved at a later date. In his docs, Glendon also said he and Tina do not have any issues pertaining to separated or shared property. By August 5th, TMZ updated that Tina responded to her estranged husband's divorce filing and listed their date of separation as August 8th, 2024. Hold on. She also asked the judge for primary legal and physical custody of their 2 children. Know how old the children is. However, she did note she is open to giving him visitation rights. Tina also sought to block the courts from awarding her or Glendon spousal support. Now on August 25th, TMZ updates that Tina revealed her monthly income and expenses. In new court docs, it says Tina claims she's working about 20 hours a week and earning $4,976 per month. That's it. Meanwhile, she claims her ex is making $7,500 a month as a drummer. Tina listed her monthly expenses at $4,100 per month in rent, $266 a month in health care, $1,800 in groceries, $2,200 in utilities, $208 on auto expenses, $400 on charity and other charity. Bitch, you can't get in no charity and you ain't got no money. I know you lying. You better extract charity from it. You can't get in no charity and you the charity. Girl, you almost made me curse. In total, she's spending $11,933 a month with less than $5,000 in monthly income. Girl, you almost made me curse you out. Talking about you need money to give to charity. I know you fucking lying. girl, girl, you almost I almost, girl, in the middle of the sentence, I almost stopped to cuss your ass out. Bitch, I know you lying. Talking about she trying to give to charity. Girl, your name is Charity, girl. You is Charity, girl. What is you saying? The nigga, you need the money. Girl, please. But anyways, I find it funny, and not in a good way, but I find it ironic that you're a singer. Like, you're Mary of Mary Mary. Like, all you can make is $5,000 a month. Now, I'm not into the church, so shout out to the people who be down there at the pews. But I thought that they'd be able to go around to different churches and do concerts. You know, that's a real thing. So actual gospel artists literally travel from church to church. It's like a chitlin circuit church thing, if it makes sense, right? But the gospel artists typically travel from church to church and they go around asking for offerings. And that's how they make their money and things of that nature. My thing is, you weren't able to do a charity, a gospel chitlin circuit tour? Like, come on now. Like, how do you have that beautiful of a gift and only make $5,000 a month? Do you have any other gifts? It's just so many things. And on top of that, girl, your husband don't look like he making no more than you. You saying you only make five? Hell, he only makes 7,100. Bitch, you trying to squeeze blood from a turnip? He ain't got it. He ain't got it, girl. He ain't got it. He ain't got it. He ain't got it. He ain't got it. But anyways, we'll see what the judge say. I told y'all I believe that this is Mary Mary's karma. And for those of you who do not know what karma I'm talking about, I'm speaking about when Mary, along with that little bitty nigga, what's his name, Kirk Franklin, they single-handedly sold gospel music out to the industry. Yeah. Prior to Mary and that little bitty nigga, the little nigga who liked to watch a lot of porn. That little nigga, the little nasty little nigga. Between them two and that nigga, they literally single-handedly sold gospel music to the industry. Before them, you never heard them, the two mix. You didn't hear secular music that much. And I ain't gonna say at all, but that much. You didn't often hear secular music mixed in with the church music. It was either you was at church and they had music over there, or you was in the secular music and it was over there. But they helped to bridge that gap. And I believe that the Most High, even though church and I believe that organized religion is trash, even still, I believe the Most High is punishing them for that. I do. And I believe that all the things that they gained by doing that, they are losing. Not just her, the other sister too. See, but the other sister's smart enough to not bring it to the internet. See what I'm saying? There you go. See, the other sister's smart enough to just take her lick in private. Whatever's going on, she just gonna take her lick in private. But this sister, she not that smart. Or maybe because divorces are public. I don't know. But either way, I believe that that's their karma. And it is what it is. Let's move on. Now, I want to get into this Yada awakening thing. Let's see. We got rid of Sidney Starr. Oh, no. Before we get to Yada awakening, I got to get to Lil Durk. Did I do Northwest? Nah, we ain't do Northwest yet. We ain't do Northwest yet. All right. Let's go to Lil Durk. So, shout out to everybody in the building. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe. Please make sure everybody subscribe to the channel. And welcome if you are new and it's your first time. We do this Monday through Friday, so please pull up, pull over, and pop out. I want to speak about Lil Durk. Now, remember I spoke to y'all, was it last week or the beginning of this week? I can't remember, but I spoke to y'all about Lil Durk going to trial, and I told y'all the backstory. Now, I went and back And I went and did a little research. Not a lot. I ain't gonna lie. But I did enough research to be able to talk to y'all or speak to you guys intelligently about what is going on. So Little Durk, okay? Little Durk is on trial right now for murder for hire, right? Why is Little Durk on trial for murder for hire? Well, apparently his friend King Von, let's get him up here. And I went and found the video too, y'all, when King Von was when Durk was acting funny. So his homeboy / partner, King Von, literally was the murderer of the two. I believe out of the two of them, only one of them was a real nigga, and I believe the only real nigga out of the two of them was King Von. Do I believe Lil Durk is a real nigga? No. But do I believe he's got enough money and access to get things done? Yes. Okay? So, okay. Lil Durk, let me show you the video for y'all who don't know who these people is. This is King Von. This is Lil Durk. This is them on the Breakfast Club. Remember, King Von is the real hitter. He's the one with real bodies under the belt. He's the real Michael Myers of the two. One of them is cosplaying. The other one is really on that type of time. Now, King Von has since been dead. He's gone. He's dead and gone now. Gone to hell or wherever he's supposed to be at. He's gone. However, he hung out with Lil Durk, and Lil Durk made it seem like he was a real nigga, probably because he hung with King Von. And let me just say this. This happens every day. Lil Durk could probably be an old lame ass nigga, but because he's close with King Von and people respect Von, they're gonna automatically assume that Durk is like that too. And I'm here to tell y'all, I done looked in Durk's eyes. I don't think Durk like that. I think he has gotten like that, but I don't think that's who he is at his core. But when you looked at King Von eyes, even when he was alive, it wasn't nothing there. So with that being said, I'm saying only one of these two brothers, or I ain't gonna call them brothers, only one of these two niggas was a real nigga, okay? And I believe that Lil Durk has used all of this time riding off the wave of King Von. That's what I believe. But anyway, look at this video when they were at the Breakfast Club.
Be able to get a job nowhere else, probably. Oh, what? Shit, when you get to that line, have you ever been convicted of? You then start making no experiences doing nothing. I ain't,
All right.
Word. Well, I wouldn't be able to get
It was kind of like giving handler tease. Does that make sense? Like, why is you coughing for this nigga to shut up? And why is he looking at you like, it's given to me Lil Durk was his handler? I don't know. But again, I didn't follow him. Anyway, they said Vaughn was fine, girl. Vaughn was a fine serial killer, girl. He was a serial killer. That nigga killed people. But you know what, though? I think about it, too. Even back in the day, like in old days, even before the colonizers, women have always been attracted to killers. I've learned that. Not me. I'm scared. I'm too scary. I'm a scary ass bitch. I'm scared of a nigga that killed. Not me. Okay. Air to each his own. I'm not judging. If you like a little razzle dazzle of murder in your sex, that's on you. I'm not saying, you feel what I'm saying? I'm just saying I've noticed that all throughout history, there have always been women who were attracted to real killers. I'm just scared. It ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm terrified. But anyway, I do find that it's odd, you know what I'm saying, that Lil Durk was acting as if he was Vaughn's handler, if that makes sense. So long story short, King Von ends up getting killed, right? Because I went and got the information on this. And shout out to the girl who be saying, how she be saying it? I'm not a lawyer, but that girl, she black too. Shout out to that sister. I like her. Okay, and I've used her content before. So anyway, the girl who be saying, I'm not a lawyer, but be explaining all of this shit, she, and of course, Armand Wiggins, shout out to Armand, because he be down there at the trial as well. They all are down at the trial, and they were getting the opening statements, right? Now, for y'all who don't know what's going on, apparently, after King Von was killed by who people are assuming or alleging to be Quando Rondo's crew, right? Or somebody from Quando Rondo's crew, his cousin, King Von had a cousin named Vonnie. It's so crazy. Okay. King Von had a cousin named Vonnie. Vaughn and Vonnie. Yes, I thought Vonnie was Vaughn, but then I realized that's two different people. I'm closing my eyes so I won't get distracted and I can remember what I remember. So King Vaughn had a cousin named Vonnie. Vonnie was his right-hand man. He was the nigga that basically people thought was like his number two. Does that make sense? Vonnie was the nigga who they said had bank accounts in his name and all kinds of stuff. He was his go-to boy. So his cousin Vonnie, when King Vaughn was shot right before he died, according to what they're saying, they say King Vaughn looked at his cousin Vonnie and was like, "Why you let this happen to me, bro?" And then they say Vonnie was like, "I'm sorry. I didn't know what to do." And they say before Vonnie could get the last words off his tongue and say he didn't know what to do, they say King Vaughn went dead like this. You see what I'm saying? So picture it. I need y'all to put it in your brains. King Vaughn gets shot. Ooh. You feel what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden, cousin Vonnie come to the rescue. Grab him by the back of the head. Pull him up. Breathe, nigga, breathe. Could you imagine King Vaughn's last words? "How you let him get me, nigga? You let him get me?" And then, you feel what I'm saying? That'll do something to anybody. So now, this is important. I need y'all to understand why I'm telling you this. Because what happened was, after King Vaughn died, okay, the internet started going crazy. The internet started going crazy on Lil Durk, even more importantly, because they was like, "Durk, I thought that was your little partner. I thought that was your boy. So y'all be talking about this slide for this, slime this, sliding for this, slide that, but you ain't sliding for your nigga King Vaughn." So months and months went by with the internet trolling Little Durk to slide for King Vaughn, and apparently, allegedly, he did. Now, when he slid for King Vaughn, according to what I'm hearing and reading, they're saying that Little Durk had used his credit card and his company names and all kinds of stuff to rent cars and all kinds of stuff for these boys to go out and do the hit. They also said that these boys specifically flew from the East Coast to the West Coast. They flew from the East Coast to California specifically to kill Quando Rondo and them or something like that. Don't give me the line. So anyways, they rode all the way over there. They got video surveillance footage of the car stalking Quando Rondo's team and him going into the store or the gas station or whatever the case may be. Now, why is this important? When the police figured it out, they arrest Lil Durk. That's him right there, Little Durk. They arrested Little Durk and they was like, "Durk, nigga, you did this. We charging you with a RICO." And Durk was like, "What? I ain't do that shit." And they're like, "Nigga, we know you did it. Nigga, we literally been stalking your whole Instagram. All of the time we've been watching them people telling you to slide for Vaughn, and you was acting like you wasn't gonna slide. Nigga, we was in the chat. The fuck? Yeah, nigga, you did this." So now Durk has been fighting behind bars saying that I didn't do this. Now, why is Vonnie, the cousin, important? Well, apparently, Durk is now saying that he didn't do nothing. It had nothing to do with sliding on Quando Rondo. According to Little Durk, it was all Vaughn's cousin, Vonnie. Durk's attorneys are now saying that it was Vonnie who killed or went to go kill whoever got killed out there with Quando Rondo. And they said the reason why Vonnie did it is because his conscience was eating at him real bad. According to Durk's lawyers are saying that Vonnie couldn't sleep and couldn't go back to bed another night knowing that he let his cousin get shot. They said Vaughn's words hung on Vonnie's ears like a symphony, and they said he couldn't take it no more, to where he just jumped up one day and got Lil Durk involved, and then he wanted to kill whoever killed Quando Rondo and himself. So basically, now the internet is beefing or split. Because half of the internet is calling Lil Durk a snitch. Because they feel like, nigga, how the hell you gonna throw this on another nigga, right? Like, when you really did this shit. But the other half feel like, well, technically and legally, old boy admitted to doing it, so technically he's not snitching. And you know, this is why I tell Black America this. Y'all gotta leave that street shit alone. Because the rules change as they go. You know, for the longest, used to think this was something that only happened on baddies. I used to think only the baddies fans are the people that gets on this internet and act like they minds change every 5 minutes. But I'm starting to realize it's all the people on the internet. So now why is this important? They had the opening statements, and now, like I said, Durk got the internet split. Half the internet feel like he's not snitching because old boy basically did do it, and then the other half feel like he did snitch because nigga, you had something to do with it. And not only did you have something to do with it, why would you snitch on somebody else? So now it's a back and forth on who's a snitch and who's not. Let's get into day one of the opening statements.
Little Durk trial. The opening statements are done. 4 government witnesses have testified. Let's get you caught up on everything you need to know. So the government went out. They laid out their case, the motive, the beef between Quando and Little Durk's camp, this concept that Durk is the leader, OTF is a gang. They're involved in killings. They laid out the text messages, the music videos, that the cooperator is going to explain exactly what Durk's role in all of this was. I thought the strongest thing the prosecution did is they laid out the timeline that predates this August 19, 2022 shooting at Quando Rondo, and that, in fact, there were prior shootings, and all of it kind of really lends to itself to building the story that these two camps hated each other and they were going after one another. As I'll discuss in a moment, the defense had a good response to that, which is drawing this division between OTF Vani and Durk Banks and putting all the prior attempts that the prosecution spent a lot of time planning in the jury's head on OTF Vani. I thought that the defense's opening was a lot stronger. They had the great quote, "Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if you're trying to follow the money in this murder for hire trial, you will not be able to, because this is a murder for hire where nobody got paid." Durk Banks' lawyers, and it was Marissa Goldberg, not Drew Finley.
Oh yeah, let me add this part in too. So they're trying to say it wasn't murder for hire because nobody got paid. But the law says it don't matter if you get paid or not. If you agree to do something like murder somebody for money, you're automatically going. So whether you get paid or not don't matter. So that's another thing they're adding.
Who did the opening statement in this case, and I thought that made a lot of sense. Most of the jury is women, a lot of white women. Marissa Goldberg is a white woman who is cold as ice, stone cold serious. Not the type of showman Drew Finling is. There's a time and a place for the showmanship. But when you open up in a case where the jury's going to see the autopsy videos of a young man with bullet holes riddled all over his body, you need a very, very serious tone. That's the exact tone Durk Banks' attorney struck. I thought she gave a tremendous opening. I thought most of her opening was built on directly rebutting everything that the prosecution had just showed. So this concept of cooperators, she pointed out, hey, look, these are admitted murderers who are going to get convicted and sent to life. And the only way they can get out is to use Durk Banks as an insurance policy, somebody to pin the blame on. She talked about the first cooperator, OTF Jam. A lot has been said. She labeled him a quote unquote massive cooperator who gave over 30 interviews to law enforcement.
Oh, and it's another thing. OTF Jam. For y'all who don't know who OTF Jam is. OTF Jam is another guy who was hired for the murder for hire, right? But OTF Jam done turned state. OTF Jam is now snitching on Durk. So basically, it's the old divide and conquer. Does that make sense? It's the old divide and conquer. Split the crew up, get the people on this side who gonna snitch, and get those people on that side who not. That's basically what it is. So now he's got all kinds of stuff going on with OTF Jam and Viney.
In the very short time, he had spent 12 years in prison. He got out. He's only out for about a year. He's already talked and started trying to give up information 30 different times to police. Some of the times he knew nothing about Durk. Later, when charges and cooperation were on the table, he all of a sudden had all the goods about Durk. There was also a lot of talk about OTF Vani. OTF Vani, one.
I'm going to show y'all this other video too. And let me say this before I get into this video. Shout out to Denat. Denat, I love the curls at the top of your head, but even more importantly, Denat, can I say something if Denat is on here? And if he's not on here, somebody get this message to Denat. Denat, you do so good with this court shit. I know you be having a lot of craziness going on the internet, but you do so good with the court shit. That Denat, if you took this shit seriously, you could be really, really huge. And it don't have to necessarily just be with court stuff. Just period. When you're doing the serious stuff and you're not over there acting crazy, I ain't gonna lie, you do really, really good. And you're actually a great content creator. So this is just me just saying, I saw the video and I thought you did an amazing job. And I couldn't help but think to myself, if Denat really just honed in on stuff like this, you'll do really, really good. But anyways, let's get into what Denat had to say because he was down there at the trial as well.
Oh, Brian Steele just set the court on fire and turned this case all the way around. Do you hear me? Brian Steele's pulled up documentation from Astronaut Sound LLC that was not signed by Lil Durk, but it was a company that Vonnie and Jason Smith, his former manager, organized. Brian Steele also pulled up communication from Lil Durk sent to Jason Smith telling him to fall back on whatever plan that they had for Quando Rondo. This is not Lil Durk's fault. The only thing that 6ix9ine and Lil Durk have in common is that there are some hoods that decided to take advantage of a wealthy artist and run their own organization and empire behind his back. Jason Smith and Vonnie knowingly, willfully, and intentionally use financial ties to Lil Durk to carry out their own plans, despite the fact that there's timestamp evidence from August the 18th, 2022, where Lil Durk told them not to do that. They did it anyways, running him over. Now, whether or not Lil Durk is soft for that, that's a whole another conversation to be had at a later date. But y'all, if there's black and white forensic digital evidence showing that Lil Durk did not want Jason Smith and Vonnie to carry out any plan against Quando Rondo, then that right there creates reasonable doubt. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and make sure you're in my Discord for the latest updates at the Lil Durk trial.
Denat, you did so good. Denat, you did so good. Did not sound like them white people at the trial. I ain't even gonna lie. You did so good. Let me just say this. Did not made some points. Basically, the defense is trying to basically say that we don't have nothing to do with that. There's nothing that you can tie in to say that we helped do this. This is all on Vonnie them. But it's kind of like an omission. Like if you take me out of it, then you can't say I had nothing to do with this. You know what I'm saying? Type tease. I don't know, but obviously Denat is on the other side. He's on the side that he don't feel like that Durk them is a snitch, because basically it sounds like he is. I don't know, but it sounds like he's on the other side, that he don't feel like that Durk is a snitch. Either way, this is really, really good. Bad. I'm sorry for Durk, because right now the internet is trying to figure out whose side to be on. They don't know if they should be pro Durk or anti Durk. But let me just say this. You don't get to rap street shit and make millions of dollars and create an image off the street shit. And then when the street shit pop off, you don't get to then say, oh, but that was different. What do I mean by that? Even with Gucci Mane getting robbed, all Gucci talk about is how he'll kill a nigga because he done it before for robbing him. And we saw Gucci Mane get robbed in 4K, and that nigga bitched up like a little hoe. Not saying that he shouldn't, because there's a gun involved, but still, you don't get to in one breath act like you a hard ass nigga, and then when it's time to show us how real you is, you get to say, but that was different because X, Y, and Z. And I feel like that's what Durk is. That's what's happening with Durk. Durk is getting a pass. Durk is getting a pass from a lot of people in the industry, because not the industry, a lot of people in the world, because you guys like him, but it don't matter who you like. At the end of the day, when he was over there cosplaying a real live gangster, y'all were really buying his lyrics. Y'all were really saying that he was the nigga y'all claimed that he was. Now it's time for him to be that nigga. I am of confusion as to why y'all don't allow him to just be that nigga. And what do I mean when I say allow him to be that nigga? If you was a real nigga then, be a real nigga now. Don't get on here and put the charge on nobody else. Eat that shit. Be the real nigga you rapped about. But I told y'all, the real one is gone. The one who really was about that shit, Vaughn, he's gone. This right here was the plant. That's the plant. Right there. That's the plant. There you go. And now, and let me tell you something. Energy, we talk about sacrifices. We talk about industry sacrifices all the time. You got to think about a nigga like Lil Durk. He'll befriend a King Vaughn just to how old boy said it, digest his personality, take on the way he walked, the way he talked, his friendships, even the slang, and he could become a real nigga by just being with a real nigga. You see what I'm saying? So now it's time for him to be the real nigga that y'all claimed he was. And I see that the industry is split, and I don't like that. I feel like we need to hold him to the fire. If you want to rap about being that type of nigga and you want to put money on people's head, then you need to eat that. You feel what I'm saying? And I find it ironic that he literally just got out of jail. Or no, his daddy just literally got out of jail, and then he going in. That was a whole other thing. His father is Boule. Well, why was he in jail then? I know his daddy probably a Mason. I don't know if his daddy a Boule. Typically, Boulets don't go to jail. Not typically. He might be a Mason. I don't know. But you know, it could be, or it could be the universe righting this wrong. It could be the universe balancing the scale. You got Durk, you got Vaughn up out of here. Now it's your turn. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Anyways, we'll keep our eyes and ears peeled to the Lil Durk trial because it's so much going on with that, and I'm really interested now because I didn't know that this nigga was gonna get on here and act like something different, like it ain't what it was. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of acting like it ain't what it was, take a look at this bullshit.
Trans women also get periods.
Really?
Yes.
You get a period?
Yes. I get monthly cycles.
You get monthly cycles? Yep. So the lining of your uterine wall is falling apart.
I get
grading. That's your uterine wall.
See, that's the fun part. Due to not having a uterus, the weird part is I still get the cramps, but I just don't get the.
Are you sure it's just not from Lupron messing with your body?
What?
Are you sure it's just not the Lupron messing with your body?
No, it's an actual.
You don't think so?
Yeah, I got the full on like emotional cycles and everything.
You're saying you have a period though.
I do. Yes.
But you don't have any blood leaving you. There's no thinning of the uterine lining, which is what a period is. And some of the results of a period are cramping.
Yes.
So you have similar symptoms to a period, but you don't have the period at all. You have no period because you're a man.
Fun fact.
So that's where we are today. You got grown-ass men putting on wigs, especially the clear ones, talking about they get a period. No blood, no uterus, just cramps. And remember, if they diminish periods to only being cramps, then anybody can have one. It's the same thing they did with womanhood. If you diminish womanhood to wigs, BBLs, and makeup, then anybody could be one. Does that make sense? So now it's the same thing going on here. If you reduce a period to simply having cramps, then anybody could say that they have a period. That's where we're at. It's crazy work. Very, very crazy work. But speaking of crazier work, robots, they are here. I told y'all 2 years, but I told y'all I was being generous with 2 years. Robots are here to replace us. Look at this lady hired a humanoid robot to clean her home for $30. Would you?
Yeah. The only thing we really need to work on is the stump. Do you want to show it your kitchen? Yeah, I'll show it the kitchen.
The reason why this lady has this robot cleaning her home and the reason why this robot video is on the internet is to make you socially accepting of the robot. Meaning, this is going to be the new norm. We speak about it on this channel all the time. Elon told y'all that they want to have more robots than human. The easiest way to get us to be okay with the robots is convenience. That's why I tell people all the time, convenience is going to kill us all. So bad enough people don't clean their houses no more. Most people, I ain't gonna say most people, but a lot of people go and out sublet people to come in and clean up. I don't. I find like my house is very private. Not even private because I got nothing in it. I don't want anybody just going through my shit. But everybody different. You know what I'm saying? People don't clean up their own houses no more. They already hiring the Mexicans. Right? Soon as they perfect these robots, niggas gonna be hiring them too. Watch. This is all to get you normalized with the robots. That's what this is all about. To normalize the robots with you. That's why these videos go viral. Look at this one. You know, there was this girl on TikTok that said the problem with a lot of the world is that it's ran by a bunch of geeks. Meaning it's a bunch of geeks that are making the laws. It's a bunch of geeks creating this AI and this robot shit. And this is why things are the way that it is. And I can't unsee that. Because it's definitely a bunch of geeks doing this. Geeks, you know, like the smart nerds back in the day, they used to call them nerds. It's definitely nerd. You got to be a nerd to come up with some stupid ass shit like this. Oh, let's get robots to lift weights. Kind of weird ass, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be a nerd to even think of some shit like that. Let's create a robot so it could lift weights. But this is the point, y'all. Listen, it's not for you to see it and say, I want one, because they know you're not going to do that. Very often, especially now in the upcoming future, you're going to see more and more videos with robots. Not only just robots interacting with human beings. That is because subconsciously, that means back here, not up here. Back here in your brain, they need you to be comfortable with these robots. Because once they roll them all out like iRobot and have them run in the streets, you're not going to be able to do anything about it. So right now, they're going to use convenience. They're going to say, oh yeah, we're going to get this robot to come in. And the robot gonna clean your house, and the robot gonna do X, Y, and Z. And right now, because people are lazy, they're gonna be more inclined to have the robot come in and clean their houses. But the problem with that is, when the robot come in and clean your house, that's only the start. Because shortly after the robot come in and clean your house, they're gonna be in that bitch running that hole. And look, let me show you this video. Look at this video. They got them running over here.
，What the hell? Run!
进入到弯道之后，弯道对于我们的人形机器人来说是一个比较大难度，那么谁能在弯道超车成功？进入到直道，观众朋友们，让我们用欢呼声和呐喊声迎来运动员的出现。我们的4道运动员率先的冲过了终点线，来，掌声送给我们的4号运动员。
请颁奖嘉宾与获奖运动员合影留念。
Somebody said robots gonna be integrated into sports. You got it. Why you think they doing all of that trans shit with the WNBA? It's not about people. It's about transhumans. I keep telling y'all that. I hope people are listening. This whole agenda has nothing to do with people. It's about transhumans. That's why they putting them in sports, because when they start putting the AI and the transhuman in sports and all around, you ain't gonna be able to say nothing. I'm telling you what I know, not what I think. This is about transhumanism. That's what this is about. If you get comfortable enough with the trans woman, then you'll have to be comfortable with the transhuman. Does that make sense? So if you accept the trans woman, you're more inclined to accept the transhuman. That's what this is all about, the transhuman. This has zero to do with the trans woman. Everything to do with the transhuman. Look. Well, no, I ain't gonna do this one. Hold on. It's another video I want to show y'all. This how you know people lazy as fuck. And I don't even own one of these cars. Look at these people sleep behind the wheel of these Teslas. And this how I know that the robots, listen, Because a lot of people sitting up here acting like this shit is asinine. But it's coming. And the mass majority of the world is going to be on board. Because they made us so lazy that you niggas, I ain't going to say you niggas, but people literally get behind the wheel of a Tesla and trust that the Tesla will drive them home. They literally falling asleep behind the wheel. So what make you think they won't hire a robot to drive them back and forth to work? Look.
This is what Tesla is doing. This person is literally unconscious.
You've reached 911 emergency for the city of Los Angeles. Do not hang up. Your call will be answered by the next available operator. Please remain on the line. If you hang up and call back, your call will be delayed further. Please stay on the line.
This is what Tesla is doing.
This is what they want. They want the people to be lazy. They want the people to be ignorant and stupid. This is exactly what they want. So guess what they're going to do? They're going to put out a robot or a car that right now is illegal. Right now, from what I understand, because I don't own a Tesla. Right now, even when you do the self-drive part, you're still supposed to be alert. And you're still supposed to have your hands on the wheel, from what I understand. But people have gotten so lazy and so comfortable that they literally trust the AI cars with their lives. What do I mean by that? You literally started this bitch up, put the AI on, and fell asleep. You trust that this AI is going to get you home safely? The robot's coming. And they're going to be in the average nigga's home. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I know a lot of y'all on here talking about y'all ain't going to have no robot. Bullshit. Everybody and their mom going to have a robot. See how easy it is to get people on board with the stupid shit now. Everybody, as soon as they make them bitches affordable, they're going to make them $2,500. No down payment. Everybody and their mom going to have a robot. Watch. Mark my word. Either way, the point is this. They're trying to get you comfortable with the robot because they need you to accept that robot so they can drop the transhumans on. They want to replace us with robots. Elon Musk said he wanted more robots than humans. It's coming. Oh, yes, it's coming. Now, I wanted to get on, hold on. Let me get on Northwest right quick before we get on Yada Awakening. Yeah. Let me get on Northwest right quick. Y'all get the likes up on the video. So Northwest is making a lot of headlines because Northwest did the cover of a magazine, and on said cover, Northwest's face is filled with tattoos and piercings. Now, this is the problem with Northwest with this cover thing. People were basically making it seem like Northwest, well, when North first came out with her piercings, the internet went crazy because Northwest is a little bitty baby. She's a child. Hold on. Northwest is a child. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to type and talk at the same time. Northwest is a child. Mind you, right now, she's what, 13, 14? Let me see how old North is. How old is Kim Kardashian's daughter, Northwest?
Northwest, Kim Kardashian's daughter, is currently 13 years old. She was born on June 15th, 2013.
This girl just made 13. Less than 60 days ago. She just made 13. Let me let y'all see this. She just made 13. in June. Girl, we in August. July, August. She just made 13. I remember the Shade Room. First of all, Black America, the Shade Room, the Neighborhood Talk, Hollywood Unlocked, On Site, none of these people are your friends. As a matter of fact, I believe that each and every one of those publications, or whatever you want to call them, are psyops to the Black American community. Now that I've said that, let's get back into it. I remember the Shade Room, the Neighborhood Talk, and all of them started posting this little girl. And I remember saying to myself, why is they posting this little girl on the Shade Room? Especially when they have the Shade Room has a thing called Shade Room Teens. Put a 3 in the chat if you've heard of that. The Shade Room, I could go pull it up so y'all can see it. The Shade Room has a site called the Shade Room Teens. The Shade Room Teens. Here you go. Let me show y'all so y'all can see. Can y'all see this? I've never been over here. This is the Shade Room for teenagers. It's a site specifically designated to teenagers. So girls 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, strictly for the youth. Listen, the Shade Room has a whole page strictly for teenagers, and I've never been on this thing. They sure posted all north, but somehow most of Northwest content came to the Shade Room for adults. Why is this important? I told you guys, I said, why don't the Shade Room post north to the Shade Room teens? Why are they over here by the adults? And then it dawned on me right after I asked myself the question, I got the answer. Well, the reason why they have north posted on the big Shade Room is because she's not here to influence the children. North is here to influence the adults. There you go. Northwest is not here to influence the children. Northwest is here to influence the adults. And I know y'all might say, well, Vu, she's a child. What can she influence me to do? Well, I'll help you. Influence you to allow your child to do the exact same thing Kim is doing with hers. Basically run amok. Now, we all know this Kardashian family very well. We all know that we believe that not Kim, not Chloe. What's the mama name? Chris. I believe Chris sold her girls to the industry in order for fame and fortune. So to see Kim selling North is nothing short of sound about right to me. You see what I'm saying? Because they come from a lineage who, and honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, MJ probably sold Kris Kardashian when she was a little girl. And y'all don't know who MJ is. That's Kris Kardashian mama. Okay? This sounds like a generational thing where these women sell their young daughters to the industry. Okay? And this is the craziest part. I recall when North first had all these piercings, and it first came to the internet, people were saying, Kim, how dare you? Kim came and lied and told us that the piercings were not real. And then people started coming back out with other proof showing that it was. But this is the point. Listen to me and listen to me good. The reason why they posted Northwest to the adult Shade Room is to soften your palate so that you can start to see this 12-year-old as older. And this is why if you go under the Shade Room right now, if you go under the Shade Room, look, I'll show you under the Neighborhood Talk. Let's go through the comments. People are literally taking up for Northwest, and the witchcraft worked flawlessly. Because that's what this is all about. Hold on, let me stop and reshare it. Because I need y'all to understand where I'm going with this. It's not about putting her on children. It's about getting you to accept it so that then your child can then do the same things. Does that make sense? So let's go through some of the comments. Look. Stop talking about people's kids. Don't put yay in it. What they're failing to realize is that's their child and their business, not ours. Nah, don't add yay in this. My issue is they put her up for consumption. But listen, the point is to get the conversation started about you or with you so that you can then turn around and make your children another Northwest. Okay? And it's working. Because if you scroll down far enough in them comments, you got grown ass women and men. Mostly women though. Grown ass women in there saying, y'all leave that girl alone. Ain't nothing wrong with what she doing. She's covered up. What's the big deal? Because apparently the only way you can be abusive is if you allow your child to be naked. So they got buku adults who are living. Now adults are split. Some adults feel like North ain't doing nothing wrong, as long as she ain't naked. And then you got the other half saying this is crazy. Mind you, she's just turned 13 and she has permanent holes in her body. The piercings all in her hands, all in her face. Even if she takes the piercings out, she will forever be marked for the rest of her life. If I had done the things I thought I wanted to do at 12 or 13, I probably would have ruined my whole entire adult life. I thank God I had parents who said hell no. But what happens is when you get parents who say hell yes, now the children raises themselves, and on top of the children raising themselves, now the children literally are left out there for predators. So Northwest has now been matching, or now she's now the face. Hold on, because this is big. Advertisement is witchcraft. Advertising is witchcraft. And I would like to know the significance of all these keys around her neck. You see, the new idol for children and adults is Northwest. And you know, I find it odd that some adults are going to act surprised when we get here, because this is literally what they do over and over and over again. Northwest looks black. She looks light-skinned black. She does. So right now, she's perfect and ripe for the picking to use as a doggone shield for the bullshit, right? So now Northwest is on this cover as the new idol. And she's not only going to be an idol to children. Adult parents are going to start allowing their children to do what Northwest is doing. She is a what do you call it? I'm about to say idol. She is a plant, obviously, but bigger than that. Northwest is advertisement for predators. She is the walking billboard. You see North, most of the time you see North, she around number grown ass people. She is the walking billboard for you to allow your children to be used by predators. And they're going to make it cool. They're going to make it okay that your child is around number grown ass people. And this is the gag. They're going to split the audience. They're going to have adults who are going to say nothing is wrong with it. Just like right now, there are adults saying there's nothing wrong with what she's doing now. But there's a lot wrong with it. Because at the end of the day, she's 12, 13 years old. She's got piercings all around her. She's around nothing but adults. I don't even think she goes to a school. And now she's the face of the new idol? She's the new idol? I told you. Kim and Kanye got this one for that they sacrificed, and I believe Kanye in on it too. Kim and Kanye got this one for a sacrifice, and Beyonce and Jay-Z using blue for theirs. Let's get into this video. It says Megyn Kelly accuses Kim Kardashian and Kanye West of rushing to make Northwest a star. Dr. Drew adds it makes you worry she has bipolar in her genetic heritage. Let's get into it.
Northwest have good parents, Kanye or just Ye now, and Kim Kardashian, because she is on the cover of this British quarterly magazine right now with false teeth, like a grill situation, blue hair, all these facial piercings. Look at this.
Well,
Drew, she is almost exactly the same age as my Thatcher, who was born in July of 13. She was born in June of 13. So I know this age very, very well. He is a sweet little boy. This girl, I mean, would you look at this? And she's launching an album and she's going to be performing concerts, and they are rushing to try to make her a star without, it doesn't appear, any reflection, especially by the Kardashians, on the significant downside of putting your child on camera for her childhood.
It makes you worry. And she has bipolar in her genetic heritage, right?
And let me just say this for Dr. Drew with his fake ass. All that she got bipolar in her genetics don't have shit to do with sugar. Bipolar disorder don't have nothing to do with what we talking about, but it's always a way to get it to do a dig at somebody. Bipolar, all of that shit that y'all be claiming and acting like it's cool, please leave that shit alone. Because when y'all start adding that stuff to this conversation, you muddy the waters. At the end of the day, she's 12 or 13 years old, and she has two able-bodied parents that allows her to be used as a billboard of fucking destruction for the rest of the world. That's the start and finish of it. That's the start and finish of it.
And she has parents that have not been available, let's say. I don't know. It doesn't look like they're around all the time. And that can set you up for trouble. And then we're going to go put her out in the public.
Yeah. Listen, y'all. Kanye and Kim and Kanye. I don't give a damn. They both sold their daughters down. Kanye sold his children up the road when he got Kim pregnant. I'm not about to give Kanye no pass. Kanye should have never left that black woman he was with chasing them white folks. Kanye is getting exactly what he deserves. So I'm not about to give Kanye no pass. He get anything they doing with his kids, goody for your ass, nigga. Ain't nobody gonna tell you to make 4 babies with this goddamn demon. So it is what the hell it is. Kanye don't get no pass. Both of their asses got their daughter out here as a goddamn walking billboard for destruction for other children. And it's sick and it's sad. It's sick and it's sad. Period, point blank. But again, Kim don't care. Kim was sold. Chris was probably sold. It's probably generational at this point. Look at this. Y'all remember this video when Kanye came on here saying that they was trying to take his daughter and put her in the industry? But my problem is, though, Kanye, you knew this, though. You knew what it was when you got with these hoes. That's why it's hard for me to take your side, bro.
Hey, everybody. I just got off the phone with Kim. I told her to stop antagonizing me with this TikTok thing. I said it's never again. I am her father. I know y'all don't respect fathers and the idea of family, and media tries to promote something. I said, I'm not allowing my daughter to be used by TikTok, to be used by Disney. I have a say-so. And then when people say, oh, they're going to use this for you in court, I didn't have a say-so on whether or not they went to Sierra Canyon. Most men do not, there's no such thing as 50-50 custody with in society today. That's not even, it always leans towards the mom. But right now, and I'm happy that you guys got to see just a small piece of what I dealt with. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, everybody, I just got off the phone with Kim. I told her.
Even though I felt a way about it, even though I felt like it was wrong because listen, I'm not stupid. I'm not obtuse. I understand that basically Kim Kardashian has to make the most control over this situation. My problem with Kanye is, though, Kanye should not have gone over there from the beginning. Kanye was chasing that bag. Kanye was chasing fame, and he ran right into the devil. So, yeah, I'm going to blame Kanye for this. I don't care that he came on here talking about what Kim was trying to do. You knew what these hoes was when you got with them, yet and still you went over there and got married. And this is the gag. I was there. You couldn't tell Kanye nothing when he was over there with them hoes. You couldn't tell this nigga nothing when he was over there with them hoes. This nigga started hanging out with Virgil and all these other crackers and all these other white black men who was getting into fashion. You couldn't tell this nigga nothing. So no, I'm not about to, no. He getting what he deserves. You can just offer up 4 sacrifices to the bitch because you wanted your fame and fortune. I said what I said. And this is the thing. Like I said with Northwest, we may not see it as what it is, but it just is what it is. This little girl is going to be the poster child of future children. Remember, this is an attack on our babies. I keep telling y'all that, and y'all not hearing me. Some of y'all are hearing me, but the masses are not hearing me. This is a deliberate attack on our babies, and they're using entertainment to do it. That's what all of this is about. That's what all of this is about. All of these piercings all over her ears and in her face. This is mutilation. It's sick and it's weird.
You should just show your face because, I don't know. I want some money, but this is
what? No, we don't ask. No. No.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Because TikTok Live, like,
this isn't TikTok Live. This is Instagram.
I know.
So you were like,
I know.
Got it messed up for a second. I thought you were asking me for something.
No. You should just show your face because.
And you hear Kim all in the background, huh? And you hear Kim all in the background. This is what they want your children to look like. And honestly, seeing these girls going to school with the quick weave, not the quick weave, with the lace fronts, 6 months tops, the children gonna be looking just like this. But this is the gag. One thing I've learned about Black America and the enemy. A lot of the times, the things they set up for us end up affecting them worse. And I'm pretty sure the white kids are going to be affected way more than the black kids. All the black kids going to be affected too. I'm pretty positive the white children will be affected way more than the black kids. Same thing they did with crack. They tried to kill us off with crack, and then the crack ended up doing worse or being worse than on the white folks than it was on us. It's the same thing with this. Now let's move on. I want to get into Yada Awakening. First of all, I didn't know who this Yada Awakening boy was. Hold on. Y'all, so we got to get into the spiritual community. Hold on, before I do that, let me close out some of these tabs. Y'all get the like up. I'm going to read a couple of more super chats. Then I want to get on Yada Awakening. Oh my God. Did y'all follow the Yada boy? I didn't follow him. I don't know who that is. Hold on. Thank you so much for the super chat. I fucks with Vu. I make it right. I make it right. I make it right on them hoes. I make it right. I make it right. I make it right on them hoes. Thank you for the super chat. Handsome says, just because I fucks with Vu, as you should. Thank you, beautiful, handsome. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Tamiko Simone, thank you for the super chat. Says, I don't know if it's because of the hormones Sidney was taking, but from the side, that definitely looks like a man. Oh, yeah, that's definitely a nigga. Hell yeah, that's definitely a man. And them features starting to come back out on his ass. Thank you, Tamiko. Hair care by Monique. Thank you for the super chat. Super chat says teach. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, beautiful. Be wise. Thank you for the super chat says look at God. LOL. Facts. I don't know what that was pertaining to, but I'm pretty sure I would say facts. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Stab and a half. Thank you for the super chat says Cardi B kids don't even know this Christmas. Hell no. All Cardi B kids know is their Dominican side. But whenever Cardi need to make money and support her family, she tap back into her to the Negro that she thinks she is, and she makes a killing. Hell no. Them kids don't know shit about their Black American heritage at all. They all think they dark-skinned Dominicans. Sad Jack, thank you for the super chat. Says, did you already touch on the Yada Awakening? Right now. About to do it right now. Thank you, handsome. Baby, thank you for the super chat. Says Kirk had that song asking us, do you want a revolution? And we said, telling them yes. And they revolutionized / stole gospel music. They can't do anything unless we allow them to. You spitting. There you go, baby. You spitting. That's exact. I never put those two and two together. Kirk did get his little bitty ass talking about, do you want a revolution? And us. Wait, thinking about it, it's funny, but it's not funny. Hold on, because you spitting. Think about it, y'all. Kirk Franklin did come out here hollering, do we want a revolution? And what we were saying, do you want a revolution? Sick and tired of brothers killing each other. Sick and tired of us. I know I was. Man, this is not funny, but it's funny. Listen, the witchcraft is real. The witchcraft is real in real life. Like for real, girl. We was over there hollering whoop whoop. And stomp. Yup, and stomp. Look at my duck ass. Girl, I used to love that song. Not only that, I was in a gospel choir in high school, and we sung all of Kirk's songs. All of his songs. Girl, every single song that nigga had, we was singing it. Girl, you know that's a shame. If it was a snake, it would have bit us. You know that's a shame. Yeah, there you go, baby. You right. You is absolutely right. I never put the 2 and 2 together, but thank you for tying it up for me, baby. And thank you again for the super chat. Says, Vu, would you ever have a book club? I did think about it before. I might. Thank you for the thought. I might. Camille, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, you're such a good storyteller, Vu. Oh, thank you. You know, I be trying, you know. Thank you, thank you. Captain Caveman, thank you for the super chat. Says, first time I'm seeing you without the cap. I'm feeling that style. Look very nice on you, Vu. Oh, thank you. I forgot a lot of y'all don't see me without the cap. And let me tell you something. This bitch going back on. The cap going back on. See, as soon as these curls drop, because my hair is natural. So any amount of moisture, I'ma turn into I'ma look like this. Hold on. At any sign of moisture, this gonna be me. At any sign of moisture, this is me. So when y'all be seeing me under them caps, that be me right there. So yeah, but the cap coming back. Oh yes, the cap is coming back simply because I feel like I'm in prison. I feel like my hair got me in prison. I can't stay outside too long. If I get in the shower and the shower too hot, my hair gonna curl back up. Yeah, it's too much going on. It's too much going on. At this point, I'm keeping my hair done just to make sure it stay healthy at this point. But thank you, Captain Caveman. I appreciate you. And thank you again for the super chat. Says people better go look back and watch that movie I, Robot. Facts. That's where we're going. And they're gonna start it off with crazy stuff like I said, like the robots running races and cleaning the house and things. New Orleans girl, thank you for the super chat. Says all them nerdy kids got old and they got out for revenge. Absolutely. Them the ones coming up with all of this technology. Mm-hmm. Goddess Tatiana, thank you for the super chat. Says just stopping by to say I hate Rockhead. Me too. Thank you so much, beautiful. And thank you, Stab and a Half for the super chat. Says most of the people at Northwest concert are men. Really? And this is the gag. Northwest can't even really sing for real. So I don't understand. I really, truly don't understand. Thank you again for the super chat. Not the same age as Celeste with David. Oh, the little girl that got killed with that boy. I remember that. Thank you so much. Ace, thank you for the super chat. Says, can you make a voodoo channel? I want to learn. Girl, I don't know nothing about no voodoo. I wish. I don't know nothing about voodoo. I don't know shit about voodoo. If I did, I would. I swear to God, I don't know nothing about no voodoo. I keep telling y'all, the name came from somebody making fun of me. The people used to say everywhere I went after Katrina that we all do voodoo. That's where the name come from. Girl, I don't know nothing about no goddamn voodoo. I wish I did though. For some people, I do. I wish I did. Thank you, Ace. Captain Caveman, thank you for the super chat. Says you must be a tiger because I know you lying. Mr. Evans not. Yeah, that be me. Up under these wigs, up under this when the moisture hit the hair, that's me. Unapologetically. Yes, honey. Yes. Be wise. Thank you for the super chat. Says, I like you, Vu. Thank you. I like you too. Thank you, handsome. And Copper Rose, the Aries. Thank you for the super chat. Says Pharaoh interviewed Yada first baby mama. This is a good segue. She showed pictures where he bust her all upside her head. I knew Yada was a fraud when I bought his ebook. All it had was ingredients, no instructions. Well, I'll be damned. This is a perfect segue. Let's get into Yada Awakening. Now, who is this Yada boy? I didn't know nothing about Yada Awakening. I don't follow the spiritual people. I don't. I ain't even gonna hold you. I don't know nothing about the spiritual people. Let me see if AI could give us a backstory on Yada. No, hold on. What do you know about Yada Awakening?
Yada Awakening, also known as Yadan Yada, is a social media influencer, self-proclaimed minister, and relationship coach. He recently faced public attention when his wife ended their relationship, reportedly due to serious allegations.
Let's pull him up. Let's go get Yada up here. Now, I don't know much about him. I am yesterday years old finding out about him, or whatever day the wife came out. That's my first day of knowing who he is. Let me show you who the boy is so y'all can see the boy Yada. Now, Yada is a spiritual something. I don't know. He do spiritual work? What'd he do? That nigga be on here lying. He must be a Leo. He must be a lying ass Leo. What's his? Hold on. What if he really is a Leo? Yada awakening birthday.
Minister Yada's birthday is March 30th, while his wife, Divine Queen Yada, celebrates her birthday on July 1st.
He a Aries. Them niggas ain't shit neither. But at any rate, I'm just playing. Anyway, look, y'all. Yada has been online, and his biggest claim to fame, I'm gonna pull him up, has been him basically teaching women how to not settle. Yes. According to Yada Awakening, women should be submissive. And also, hold on, we gonna go over here. Not only should they be submissive, he said that they should be treated well and things of that nature. Hold on, I think this is the video.
So lonely that you invite the devil into your bed. Ladies, you have to understand who you are. You have to fall so deep in love with yourself that nothing else matters. You're wasting your time on a man that can't even pull $500 out of his bank account. And this man got you questioning if you're beautiful or not? Questioning your sanity if you're worth something? Listen, you are worth everything under this sun. Don't you ever forget who you are. All praises. Never be
so that's the boy Yada. Now, from what I hear, he's a little guy. I don't know. I never met him. Don't know him. Just met him yesterday on the internet, and I didn't meet him in person. I just found him on the internet yesterday. But apparently, the boy Yada is Lil. He really short, according to what the people are saying. And they say he was around there beating on his wife. They say he around here on one hand coaching women to not accept certain things, but then on the flip side, you whooping your wife ass. Here go another video.
My wife 250,000 years. She has a maid. She has a chef. It is a gift from God. That 250,000 goes into an account that I have no access to. Only her, but she has her name is on every bank account that I have and every business that I own. Why? Because again, this is my gift from God. And the way I get sick, if she's tired, if she's hungry, she's still going to maintain her home and still have enough finding more wealth. And if she chooses, it's an option for her to do something for me. She doesn't.
I'm trying everything.
Wait, this is the wife. But before we get into the wife, hold on. So as you can see, the boy Yada, and look at us sitting there. Let me be clear. Before we get into this, let's be clear. Let's really be clear. It's two frauds on the screen right here. It's two of them. It ain't one fraud, it's two. Both of these people made conscious decisions every day to come on the internet and lie to you. Please, I know we're in a situation where a lot of people like to just automatically blame the man, and I'm here for it when the man ain't worth a dime. But my thing to you is, you were not just tricked by him, you were tricked by her too. She helped him to trick you. I'm sitting there, yeah, while he up there hollering, oh, my wife got a $250 account that I don't have access to. Yep. That's all. It's kind of like, you know what it reminds me of? You ever heard of the guy on the corner with the table, the 3-card Monty guy? Put a 3 in the chat if you're familiar with the guy on the corner with the card tricks. For y'all who don't know that guy, I'm gonna tell you, I'm pretty sure most of y'all know him. But the guy on the corner, he's downtown in every major city. He typically walks around with this board and these cards. And what he does is he try to play on unsuspecting people to play the game. He tell them, hey, all you gotta do is pick the right card or pick up the right top and you good. And then typically somebody in the crowd comes in and win to get people to want to play. But the person in the crowd that they get to win is really working with the guy who's running the scam. Yada is the guy running the scam. She's the nigga in the crowd. They working together. Know this. Because a lot of people are giving him shit and y'all not giving her shit. Yeah, she came out and told us he was whooping her ass, but prior to that, she was all in on the heist. Again, I'm here for it when the nigga ain't shit. I'm here for it. I'm all here for a nigga not being shit and us dragging him down to the ground. But I'm here for equal accountability. I am here for equal accountability. So now, recently, the wife came out and this is what she had to say about him beating up behind the scenes. Mind you, they put all their content out about this.
From God. And the way I get sick, if she's tired, if she's hungry, she's still going to maintain her home and still have enough finding more wealth. And if she chooses, it's an option for her to do something for me. She doesn't.
I've tried everything. Yada. Everything. I'm here getting the rest of my stuff.
My wife, 250,000 years.
So now she's here getting the rest of her stuff because the nigga done popped across the top of the head. But my thing is, it ain't the first time. A nigga don't just jump out the window and pop you across the top of the head, especially if y'all been together. He been doing that. He been doing that. But every day she's still been coming back to this internet, cosplaying to y'all. Hold on. Cosplaying to y'all because it makes them money. Hold on. Cosplaying to you guys because it makes them money. Let's get into a little bit more.
Ashamed, I'm hurt. But I know I'll make it through. I've tried everything. Yada. Everything.
This is very reminiscent of the first lady at the church. For y'all who know me, I told y'all about the pastor. I told you pastors are the nastiest, grimiest, disgusting people on the face of the earth. I said, and they first lady know all about it. As a matter of fact, the first lady is there to keep his secrets. That's what this is. Yada was the pastor. She was the first lady. Shh. Keeping all the secrets until Mad Day. Now we're here at Mad Day. Now she's telling us what's going on. But prior to that, everything was good. She's the same type of first lady girl.
I'm here getting the rest of my stuff. I'm embarrassed. I'm ashamed. I'm hurt.
Girl. And this is the family. Now, from what I hear, he has multiple women. I heard he's a, what do you call it? What you call them people? Polygamist. I heard he's a polygamist. I don't know how true it is. I'm just finding out about the boy. But this is the family. Beautiful family, beautiful children. Beautiful family,
And
beautiful
if you
children.
were to never speak to Yada again, ever again, what would you tell him? What would be your last message?
That part's gonna make me cry. But I try everything, and in my heart, I love you. You will always be my best friend. But I have to choose myself, and I have to protect our babies. And I would much rather them have both parents alive than to one be in a hospital with something terminal or one of us not to be here. So I'm praying for you, though. That's what I would say.
And if you were to never speak,
I feel bad for the children, even more because I'm pretty sure they had to live under the constraints of this acting that Yada and the wife has been doing. Because remember, this is all a game. The world is a stage, okay? So they was on here panhandling and cosplaying to y'all like a happy couple, but I'm pretty sure he been beating her ass. Been. He ain't just start doing that. He been doing that shit. And she been shutting up about it as long as it worked. Until it didn't no more. And now we're here. And again, part of me do feel bad for her because she seemed like a nice girl. And she probably was manipulated to stay with the nigga. So a part of me do feel bad for that. Other than that, ma'am, you are one half of the duo of the scam. Stand. She's one half of the scam to me. A lot of people may not see it that way, but in my opinion, she is. What's this video? Hold on.
What we're not going to do is sit up here and act like when Aja got with Yada 8 years ago that he was not a whole married man. We're not going to sit up here and act like when they got together that he was not already polygamous.
What?
She was fully aware when she got with Yada that he was polygamous and that he was legally married. But she wanted the number one spot, and the number one spot is exactly what she got. Now, in this next clip, you're going to hear this man say that he is with his wives for business purposes, okay? When he got with Aja, he saw opportunity, all right? He saw opportunity, and maybe she did too, but I believe that she genuinely did fall in love with him. But she's going to be all right, regardless. He says it at the end of this video. Watch this clip.
Okay, so one wife is here in America, the other one is in West Africa?
Yes.
Okay, so both of them are glowing.
Of course. These are my now I have to put this out there because a lot of men believe that they good women for sexual things. It's not that. Mine is based completely on business. My woman in West Africa, she runs a whole trucking company. She lives in a mansion. She's properly taken care of, and I also support her whole family. My wife here runs the company here. They're bosses. She runs the company. She's in charge of the company here. I take care of her whole family. I make things happen. So it's not me, I'm just a sexually craved man and I'm just going out here going crazy. No, I take care of my family.
But you are sexually attracted to both women.
They're beautiful women.
Okay, yeah, no, I've seen them on. I just want to double check that because when you say it's business,
of course.
I'm just making sure that that's part of the equation too.
Of course, I have beautiful women, but it's not the base of it. Like I didn't choose them for sex. I'm a businessman. I chose for business. And that's why they know if anything ever happens, they have a cushion where they can be proper.
And how you get a man is how you're going to lose a man every time. Because all the things that you accept will end up being the things that you regret later on. And I'm not here to bash any woman, especially as someone who has been through it, lived through it, and will never go through it again. Her bounce back game is going to be tough, honey. It's going to be tough. So prayers up for Divine Aja, Divine Yada. I don't know what she's going to go by now, but prayers up for the queen. What we're not going to do is sit up here and act like...
So now, according to this girl and the clip that she showed with her receipts, this was a business decision. I don't know how true it is. I'm today years old learning about all of this. But it sounds about right. Even in the interview he gave when he said, yes, he's with his wives not because of their beauty, but because of business. It's giving kind of like they already knew what it was. This does not exclude the fact that he beat that girl and he need to go to jail for that stuff. I want to make sure that that is clear. However, the fact is, it seems like it was an agreement. An agreement that probably is going left for all I know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. This is what I do know. The spiritual community has been taking L's after L's after L's and after L's. And let me just say this. The reason why the spiritual community takes so many L's is because there's so many people out here running their mouth on the internet and not doing what they say they're doing. Everybody doing this and doing something different. Everybody talking one way and doing something different. So the internet is one big illusion. It's one big place for spell work and witchcraft. You can get on this internet and make the people on the other side of the camera believe whatever it is you want them to believe. So these people are seeing that and they're creating lives and livelihoods off of this stuff. And that's what works. That's what happens. Okay, this Yada Awakening dude, I would have to get more information on him, but it's a real bad thing on the, what do you call it? The spiritual community. But then again, all of them spiritual niggas go down. And the reason why they go down is because they be doing shit, they be talking about shit that they ain't really living. And he's so little, huh? He was so little. Let me see if I can get back to that video. He was a little, look how little he is. Girl, ain't no way. Look at him. What he said?
For real, you my secret weapon, baby.
Wait, go back?
Let me help you with this.
It's all for show.
My baby happy.
How can I not be happy, baby? I'm blessed to have a woman like you. You my secret weapon. For real, you my secret weapon, baby. Let me step over. Let me help you with this.
Thank you, baby.
It's mandatory that every man knows how to provide for himself and his family. It's mandatory. Food chemistry is mandatory. Knowing how to sustain the vessel created by God. We have to understand the tools that God gave us. Because all food that's created by God does something absolutely amazing for your body. So make sure, if you haven't already, to click that link in bio and purchase our Southern Style vegan cookbook. Holidays are approaching and we gotta get in tune so our hormones can be balanced. All praises.
She acting too. You saw how she came back behind him? Oh, come on now. Come on now. Listen, first of all, let me tell you, Black America, this is how you know this is some bull. First and foremost, on the average day, he ain't in no kitchen with her, dancing behind her, helping her cooking. This is all to sell you the book at the end of the doggone video, or to sell you on their relationship so that you buy in, be it financially, physically, or spiritually, whatever. It's all for you to buy into the bullshit. And she's in on the acting too. All that. Nigga, this the 3-card Monty trick. She's the person in the audience that you don't suspect is in on it. This is the 3-card Monty trick. I know why people are still buying it. You know, the reason why stuff like this will always sell is because there's always a group of people who literally live in a fantasy world. And not only do they live in that fantasy world, they need a lot of confirmation from said fantasy world. And they go to the internet. They used to go to TV and advertisement. Now they go to the internet for the same doggone confirmation. And that's where they get it. And people like him make a killing off of people like them. People who are gullible to still believe in this shit. I'm not saying that you can't be rich and take care of your wife. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is this is extremely performative. Extremely performative. Yes, another brother polite. And also, let me say this too. When you start seeing these niggas bring out more flashy shit and money, then you already know they already gone. They're already gone. Listen. Ain't nothing wrong with having money and being spiritual. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when people start to prioritize the money over the message, when people start to prioritize making it look like something it's not versus making it be exactly what you want it to be, then you already are in trouble. This little bitty nigga probably been beating on these girls since he been got with them. He a little bitty ass nigga. He wouldn't be nothing without money, and he got money. He probably still at the end of the day when he takes off the jewelry and he ends the live, he still know he that lame ass nigga. And I'm pretty sure that bothers him. I'm pretty sure it does something to him. You know? And that's probably why he wound up beating on them women. That Napoleon complex. You know how it be. But either way, it's sick and it's sad. I would say my heart go out to her, but it don't. I ain't gonna lie. It don't. She was 8 weeks postpartum. It don't go out to her. Because I feel like she was in on the play. Now, these are the text messages. This is the text messages that she posted. It says, text messages confirm the alleged DV. It must be her. Just FYI, I have to find a way to get my mouth fixed last night. That night you hit me, broke off the rest of my tooth, and I've been having severe pain since. If it's infected, it will cause my breast milk to become infected. He says, go to Dr. Dave. That's the best bet at the best price. I'll be there. Then she said, you were supposed to be there with me. You're supposed to always be my safe place. I hate that you did this to our family. Have a good day, Yada. And she says, I told you I didn't even like that girl who allows someone to just drink. I don't know what that's about. So the nigga basically told her what doctor to go to. And he's supposed to be her bruises. Man, listen. This seems to me like a 3-card Monty trick going wrong. And let this be a lesson to y'all. Stop following people on social media. Everybody on this bitch lying. Everybody on this bitch lying. To some extent, okay? So please stop following these people. Now I'm gonna look more into this Yada thing, and we'll come back and talk about it if I find more information between tonight and tomorrow. But that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And over and over and over and over, we see this thing happen. Like nigga said, you broke my tooth, and he recommended a dentist. Mind you, what she said is true. She's breastfeeding. If her tooth gets infected, the milk gets infected. If the milk gets infected, the baby can't eat. Because if the baby drinks the milk that's infected, then the baby gets infected. You see what I'm saying? Child, let's move on. This is ridiculous, man. There go the Yada Awakening, boys. Stop following these people. Stop believing what you see on the internet. Wait, hold on. I think I got another video behind her. This girl got dreads, so I'm assuming this her? Oh no, this something this an honorable mention. This ain't got nothing to do with Yada. I saw the dreads. My bad. I saw the dreads and automatically assumed it was connected. Yo, this is so dope. Hold on, let me show y'all this video. I saw this video and thought this was so dope. Look at these generationals. Wait, let me reshare it. Look at all these generations of these beautiful black women.
Hi, and this is my mom. What in the world? My name is Shannon, and this is my mom.
My name is Doris, and this is my mom.
Okay, my name is Rosa, and this is my mom.
Yeah,
this is our mama.
Yeah, Barbara.
I ain't gonna lie. When they got to the first grandma, I was like, okay, they stopped. See, when they got to the second grandma, I said, now, grandma, if you pass the phone to your mama, it's gonna be a problem. But I love it. It's beautiful. This beautiful black American family. They are gorgeous. I love it. I love it. I love it. They almost scared me with them generations, though. I'm about to say, well, wait a minute now. How many generations is at the crib? I think between me, my daughter, my mom, and my grandma, we only got 4. Because my great grandmother is dead. But my mama, my grandmother, my mama, me, and my daughter is 4 generations. My daughter ain't had no children yet. Let's move on. Oh, wait, it's something else I want to show y'all. Oh, Haitians back at it again, stealing. Remember I told y'all that Haitians like to lie and say that they are from New Orleans, or at least they have history in New Orleans. Haitians do not have history in New Orleans. I know a lot of people may think that is true because they've been taught that through schools, but Haitians do not have history in New Orleans. I'm born and raised in New Orleans. The only thing I know about Haiti, no, let me back up. The first thing I ever heard about the term Haiti in New Orleans was when I went to Atlanta after Hurricane Katrina. And this boy said, oh, y'all got a lot of Haitian influence. And I said, what? And he said, yeah, y'all Haitians. I said, no, we not. And then he said, well, the people that's there come from Haiti. And because I was ignorant at the time, I was just like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Not realizing that that was also witchcraft in the spell work. It's a way to get everybody else to tether onto us so that we can believe that we don't have an identity, so that we can find our identity in them, and so that they can be the ones profit, okay? I'm born and raised in New Orleans. I don't know nobody that's Haitian. I went to pre-K, elementary school, middle school, and high school. I've been in New Orleans all my life, all the way up until Hurricane Katrina. I've never met a Haitian. If I did, I didn't know it. But yet and still, when you go look at his story, they'll tell you that the Haitians had all of this influence. Now, this is the gag about this Haiti influence. Just like Nigeria. They have all this influence all over the world except at home. You mean to tell me Haiti can influence New Orleans to be great, but Haiti can influence Haiti to be great? Same thing with Africa. Africa can influence America to be great, But Africa can't influence Africa to be great. That's where I'm going with this video. This girl, this Haitian girl, is on here saying that beans and rice, red beans and rice, came from Haiti. This is sick. This is beyond sick. I just showed a video last week where the Haitians literally shit and piss in the very water they swim and drink from. But red beans and rice came from Haiti? When you know what these people are doing, you understand how sick this is. This is cultural theft, is what this is. These Haitians, I swear, y'all are no different from these Africans. You Haitian niggas are probably doing worse than them. I ain't even gonna lie. Y'all be trying to put sticky notes on all of our shit. Haitian influence this, but y'all can't influence shit in Haiti. Let's get into this video, bruh. A people without an origin will forever steal everybody else's. That's all I'm going to say. Only a people without an origin will steal the next person's or lineage and origin. Check it out.
Haitian influence on New Orleans culture runs so deep that I don't think that you know that every time you make a pot of red beans, every time you put it on a stove, you are participating in a tradition built by that connection. So much.
That's a lie. That's a fucking lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. It is a lie from the pits of hell. I'm born and raised New Orleans my whole life. I know nothing about Haiti. Nothing. They lying. They lying. They lying. They lying. They lying. I'm tired of this shit, bro. I'm so fucking tired of this shit, bro. Like, this shit is weird. And I'm passionate about it because I understand what's happening here. People on the internet just see this as, oh, it's just somebody else cosplaying again. Oh, it's another tether. No, it's bigger than this. Y'all don't understand. Let her finish. She lying with her ugly ass.
Much of New Orleans is influenced by when people came from Haiti or Saint Domingue after the Haitian Revolution. They helped shape our music, our religion, our language, the Creole culture, and our food. And that brings us to red beans. Beans and rice were already a very important part of the Caribbean culture. And here in New Orleans, that influence met another tradition, which was Wash Day.
Pause. The red beans we eat in New Orleans, you can't find, they don't eat them on the islands. As a matter of fact, the kidney beans, because that's what they are. The red kidney beans that we eat in New Orleans, they don't have on none of the islands. If they do, they just started getting it. That shit is from now. As a matter of fact, the red beans we eat in New Orleans, you could barely find across the rest of America. I can't find them familiar red beans in Philly. I can't find them familiar red beans in Cali. I can't find them familiar red beans in Florida. So how the f is they finding them in the Caribbean? They not. They don't eat this shit over there. I be in the Caribbean every year. They do not eat these kidney beans and rice. They do not. She's lying. She's lying with everything in her. It's only in New Orleans that we eat this shit. Louisiana and New Orleans. You can't even hardly find it in Texas, let alone come on, man. Somebody say I'm from LA. Duh, because a lot of people in LA have history and lineage to Louisiana. Let's get back into it. Lord have mercy.
On Mondays, red beans could sit on the stove all day, cooked low and slow while the laundry got done. So Red Bean Mondays might be New Orleans through and through, but Haiti is a part of the story that made New Orleans who we are. The Haitian influence on New Orleans.
This girl is a lie, and I hope her braces mess up her mouth. She's a liar. The Haitians have zero influence on New Orleans. As a matter of fact, I challenge all of these people who like to lie and say that Haiti influenced New Orleans so much. I would like to know what that influence is, and I would like for those Haitians to take me back to Haiti at the origin. Where in Haiti do red beans originate? Hold on. Where in Haiti do red kidney beans originate?
Red kidney beans actually come from Peru, not Haiti. They were domesticated there thousands of years ago.
This says red kidney beans do not originate in Haiti. They were domesticated thousands of years ago in Peru. Peru is another lie too. I don't know nothing about Peru. I can't even speak on that. Listen, how can Haiti be the origin for kidney beans when they don't come from there? Y'all, we talk about paper genocide all the time. All paper genocide was them erasing stuff and writing in what they want. Now this is an electronic genocide. This is a internet genocide. The same thing they used to do on paper, they're redoing it on the internet. So when I see these videos, I get passionate about it because you're taking it as just another TikTok video. But I understand that this is going to be written as facts in history. So my grandchildren are going to read in some raggedy ass book that we got all of our culture from Haiti. Let me also add this. If everything we have come from everywhere else, then we are lost people without an identity and no name and no culture. And if we are people with no culture, then we're slaves. So while we keep seeing these videos pop up and they keep having all of our stuff being credited to Haiti, credited to Africa, credited over here, every time they credit our things to those people, it's literally killing us on paper. It's deleting us. It's erasing us as if we don't exist. That means, I'll give you an example. If raspberries originate in Haiti and we eat them in New Orleans, that means without Haiti, we can have nothing to eat. Without Haiti, we can have these beans. That means we are and subjected to Haiti. That's what this is. Whenever you see these videos that go across your internet and you see the Nigerians talking about this came from Africa, or you see the Haitians saying this come from Haiti, whenever you see that, basically what it is be wise. Don't tell me to stop yelling. I'll tell you to get off before I tell you stop yelling. Don't tell me what to do on my channel. This is what I do. If you don't like it, go. And I hate to go off on you, bruh, but at the end of the day, this my shit. You feel what I'm saying? Listen, at the end of the day, whenever these people come in and say that our stuff belongs to them, then basically all it does is erases us. It takes us away. We don't exist. So the longer the people say that it belongs to them, the less we exist. That's all it means. That's all. I get it when I yell the mic is cutting up. I can't help that. I cannot help it. I bought a new mic and a new computer. I can't help it. I just not come back on until I figure it out. I can't help it, y'all. I don't know what to do. That's why I said I wanted to get off earlier. I cannot help it. This is something beyond me. I bought a new computer and a whole new microphone, and its sound is still messed up. I don't know what else to do. Like, I don't know what y'all want me to do. Like, Jesus. Listen, the point is this, because I'm about to get up off of this. The point is this. Whenever they lie and say that our culture comes from them, it literally erases us. Okay? It erases us. We no longer exist. So it is very important that you guys make sure that you don't allow these tethers to come in and say that you or your culture comes from them. And listen, they put these boule babies up on purpose. That's exactly what they do. They put these boule babies up on purpose and get them up here to perform the paper genocide so that people can take a hold to it. Remember, we're in the final days. We are in the final days, okay? And in the final days, you got the enemy who's scrapping and scraping, trying to make sure that they survive. The only chance of survival is to tether onto Black America, okay? And tethering onto Black America is what keeps them alive. So this is why you're going to see a whole lot of people coming out basically saying, oh, Black America, your food comes from us. Your clothes come from us. Your culture comes from us. This is why, because that's their only lifeline to survival. So please do not allow these people to lie to you. And for this girl to say this, it really grinds my gears. It really does. It really, really does. But with that being said, though, I'm about to get up off of here. I got to figure out this computer thing. I don't know what else to do. I think that something is happening behind the scenes because I went and bought a new everything and I don't know what else to do. Okay? Camille, thank you for the super chat. It says, Voo clicking on that keyboard. Thank you so much, beautiful. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I fucks with Voo. Thank you for the super chat. Says Voo, next time you take a day off, please leave us a note. You right. I uninstalled and reinstalled the YouTube app twice yesterday. I thought you was locked up in YouTube jail again. No. You right. I should have left a note. That was on me. My bad. Sorry. And also, my bad. Thank you for making it rain. I make it rain. I make it rain on them hoes. I make it rain. I make it rain on them hoes. Thank you for the super chat. I fucks with Voo. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm going to have to put it back on that old laptop. I'm going to have to put it back on my other computer and figure it out from there. Trey, thank you for the super chat. Says these folks are acting like white folks. They see similarities, make up their stories, and call it history. At this point, they have to show their work to prove it. But you know what? Some other dude said this too. Because I've been telling y'all, our real enemy is not white. Our enemy is black. This is why our ancestors told us over and over again. This is why they told us, hey, they said, y'all, all skin folk ain't kinfolk. Does that make sense? So if they told us that, it was for us to know how to deal with these people. Listen, our real enemy, our true enemy is not a white man. He's the front. He's the fall guy. Our real true enemy is a black man, somebody with melanin. And that's why all these tethers that are now putting these sticky notes on, that's why they all look like us. And this is why they took 100 years of conditioning our minds to think that these people are our brothers. That's why they got us with the 1 drop rule. Remember, so that when they come in and steal, we won't know. But God is waking us up as he do. Y'all get out there, ground and meditate and pray. I'm about to get up off of here. This was not the best live. As a matter of fact, I might delete this bitch. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm about to get up off of here. I love y'all. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I want? Blaze up. Come on, Blaze up.
It's a beat for me.
Wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.